Happy Sunday morning, everybody. Let's talk some football. We got week 8, a full slate today, and thankfully no early games. So we have a couple hours just to sit and talk before the games start. Try to help you with your tough decisions, and there are a lot of them, despite the fact that there's no teams on bye. But there's plenty of questionable players still. We're going to talk about that in the injury report and just questionable decisions. Who do we play? Who do we not play? We're going to do our best to sort through it, and we don't have information on everybody yet. But as always, if we get breaking news about players during the stream, we'll let you know. Or if you guys see it first, let us know. And we'll make sure everybody's aware. That's how it works here. Let's get into it. We know. Let's do the ones that we did talk about. Of course, all this yesterday. You didn't join us yesterday. That's fine. But Deontay Johnson, we'll start with that. He is hurt. So this is another one of those mystery illnesses or injuries that occurred at some point. And seems very similar to Devontae Adams' injury. So I don't think we're going to see Deontay Johnson today. I'm not sure if we'll see Deontay Johnson in a Carolina Panthers uniform very long. But for now, he's out. And that also leads to the fact that Bryce Young is back at quarterback. What does this mean for the Panthers?
It means you got to pretty much avoid the Panthers. I mean, Chuba Hubbard, if you absolutely need him, okay, fine, start him. I get it. He could score. He gets the touches, but can't feel good about this Panthers offense at all.
Nope, not at all. Curious. Look, I'm kind of rooting for Bryce Young. I hope he does something. It's not a bad guy, I don't think. I can't imagine he can be that bad, but we'll let's not take the chance there. Right. Let's see. Mike Evans, is out. That one for sure. DK Metcalf is doubtful. Don't think that's changed. Juwan Jennings is out. So if you picked him up, I would say still don't drop him, but don't play him this week. He's definitely not. The other one is tricky here as far as Deebo Samuel. We were really hoping he would be just clear, but finally it looks like now he is, because he obviously had that pneumonia early in the week and people were worried, thinking he's not going to be 100%. Sounds like he's good to go.
Yeah, the overnight report is he's expected to play. Of course, there is some risk here that maybe he's slightly limited coming off of pneumonia, but I think you have to start. Deebo Samuel is a borderline must start for me this week. His splits without Brandon Ayuk are just like off the charts crazy. No Juwan Jennings, like Jacob Cowing, Ricky Pearsall. These guys aren't ready to step up and like eat into his targets. This should be a huge Deebo week and a huge Kittle week too, honestly.
Exactly. Now, George Kittle, though, also questionable. Is he still questionable as of right now?
He's still questionable, but I think he's on the good side of questionable. I feel like he's going to play. Like if I have George Kittle, I'm locking him into my lineup.
Yeah, I mean, this is a player too who, on the one hand, has had a lot of various injuries throughout his career as well, and has missed some games. But he also has played through injuries, and it's not like, with some players that they're on the injury report just like, oh, okay, well, forget it. I think Kittle has shown up a lot of times and still played, but it's a good spot. So Kittle, I think you do have to lock him in. Also out, Jerome Ford, Dallas Goedert, Juju Smith-Schuster, Alan Lazard, Quentin Johnston are both doubtful. Not that you need those players in your lineups. Derek Carr, not going to return this week, it looks like. Tyjae Spears is out. And Andy Dalton, already mentioned, is out. All right, now, T. Higgins. T. Higgins. What was the exact wording? Was it a realistic chance he doesn't play? That's what I saw yesterday. Is there a realistic chance that he's in your lineup this week?
No, probably not. You probably are better off sitting T. Higgins. I mean, we'll find out here because they do play the early game. So in about an hour and 15 minutes, the inactives will come in. My guess is he will be inactive, and you'll have to sit T. Higgins.
We know T. Higgins. This is one player, unlike George Kittle, or if he's on the injury report, you better believe it.
Yeah.
It's also something that cropped up during the week of practice. It's a more recent injury. It was Friday, right? Wasn't it Friday? Does this happen?
It was Friday, yes.
Oh, T. Higgins. And this really should have been, I mean, it is a good spot against the Eagles. Secondary, high-scoring game, but
Oh, yeah.
If it's T. Higgins, just not doing it. Not doing it. Jaylen Daniels, the other one we really want to know about, and I thought did get some practice in on Friday, but what's the deal?
Yeah, this is sounding optimistic for Jaylen Daniels that he's going to play. I think the report this morning from Adam Schefter, let me pull it up here. Said where was it? Something to the effect of Commanders still need to see how Daniels is feeling Sunday in pregame warmups before making any final determination about whether he can start. But as one team official told ESPN, said about Daniels, well, he's one tough-ass dude, but then he also said, I guess that didn't really help. Signs point to Commanders QB Jaylen Daniels playing versus the Bears.
All right.
And then
especially throughout
we did get an update on Kittle that he is expected to play as well. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, but this is why, like, during the week, especially, well, basically any time up until Sunday, we always say if Jaylen Daniels doesn't play or does play, because we don't really know. We'll assume. And so, like, we had been operating on the assumption that it was Mariota. That's why we said no a lot to Terry McLaurin. Now, if Jaylen Daniels does play, it's still not a great spot, as far as the defense and the matchup for Terry McLaurin. And it's not a guarantee Jaylen Daniels is at his best. You know what I mean? So I don't think that changes things too dramatically, does it?
No, I still have to. You still have to be a little bit cautious with Terry McLaurin. It is a tough matchup, and JD probably not 100%. But at the same time, we got questions yesterday, like guys like Terry McLaurin, Jalen McMillan,
right?
Whoever, guys like that. It's like I'm not starting those guys over Terry McLaurin with Jayden Daniels playing. With Marcus Mariota, maybe, but with Jayden Daniels playing, I'm going Terry.
Right. This is why it always depends, and of course, this is why you ask your questions, so we know what the deal is. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll let you know as it goes on. Bucky Irving is still questionable. Travis Etienne is still questionable. Any word on those guys?
Bucky Irving, I think, is on the good side of questionable. He'll probably play. Travis Etienne, not on the good. I don't think Travis Etienne. They called up, they activated Jake Funk again. Yes, Jake Funk off the practice squad. Pretty sure Travis Etienne is not playing. And I'm pretty sure if Travis Etienne does play, he should not be playing for your fantasy team at this point.
I was going to say, I don't want a part of Etienne anyways, and I still feel good about Tank anyways, but there you go. And now the good news Zay Flowers looks like he may be listed, like I see on Sleeper, he's still listed as questionable, but it sounds like he is going to play, so good to go there.
Yeah, again, the overnight report was that he is expected to play.
Lad McConkey also going to play here. Jacoby Myers finally returning here in Vegas. Chris Olave is back, good to go, although he's still going to be with Spencer Rattler. I say that, and they haven't really even done anything together. We'll see what happens there. Jonathan Taylor is in. Great news. And save the best for last. We know Tua is back. And Tyreek Hill, it looks like he is good to go. Thankfully, that foot issue, whatever it was, is not going to keep him out. He's playing. I would take his advice and what he said a couple days ago. Fire him up, right? You got to fire him up. I mean, Tyreek Hill now must start, isn't he?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill definitely a must start. I mean, let's hope the foot issue, whatever it is, doesn't limit him too much. But if he's playing, he's in my lineup 100%.
Absolutely. It's a guy you don't bench. All right. And if anything breaks, like I said, any of those injuries, and something changes, hopefully nothing gets added to the list before the game start, we'll let you know. But we are going to move on to your questions. That way we can make sure we answer all of them. But also want to remind you, still got time besides setting your lineup to set your picks for NFL pick'ems and underdog. Why not start with a free one? Dak Prescott just getting a yard. So if you're new to underdog, if you're still on the fence about whether to try it, maybe this pushes you over the fence. No, I don't know. I guess if you're on the fence, which you pitched you one side, go to the side where you play pick'ems on underdog. That's what I would say, because it is free pick right here. It is fun, and you get some free bonus cash in your account as soon as you sign up. But you got to use code ENDGAME, and that way it gets you not only that freebie with Dak Prescott, but up to $1,000 bonus cash upon your initial deposit. And use code ENDGAME, and you also get all the boosts that they still got going on, the promotions, all the goodies, just for what we only got a few more days left of Boostober. Take advantage now while you can. Also want to remind you about our app. I know you're going to try to get your questions for today answered in the next couple of hours, but maybe you got questions for the afternoon slate or tomorrow night, something before our stream tomorrow, just anytime during the week. You want to ask a question when we're not live, use the app. It's called Draft Lane, and it connects you directly with us. You ask questions, we answer them just like on here. Just download the app. It is absolutely free on the App Store, Google Play Store. Just look for Draft Lane. Download. You can sync your Yahoo and Sleeper leagues and ask your questions at any time. So check it out if you haven't already. All right, let's get to your questions, though. Let's start with the first one is the other John. Real simple here. Non-PPR, Swift or Naji?
I'm going Swift. I like his matchup better. He gets the majority of the touches. We saw, I mean, Naji's been good the last 2 weeks. I get it. But we did see last week Jaylen Warren. This was pretty much a 50-50 between him and Naji now that Jaylen Warren's getting healthy. Swift's getting 70% of the touches in that backfield. He's looked great the few games before the bye. It's a good matchup against the Commanders' run defense. I'm going Swift.
Non-PPR kind of hurts because one of the things that Swift has done is become involved as a receiver. But I still think I like Swift better than Naji, just like you said, more involved in that backfield. Team 6 is the next one to chat. Let's do Team 6. It's that time of the week again. It is. All right. 2 receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. Got Chuba, Monty, Chubb, Dobbins, Garrett Wilson, Diggs, Harrison, Tay Adams. Thank you. Zay. And then Ferger and Joku. All right.
Well, I think you got to go in Joku at tight end against the Ravens with Jameis Winston. I think you got to go in Joku. So let's see. You need 1 running back. Chuba, Monty, Chubb. I think Monty's going to be my running back, although I do like Dobbins, but I still think you got to keep Monty in the lineup. Got to give him a pass for last week. Wide receivers, Garrett Wilson, Diggs, Harrison, Adams, Zay. I think you got to go Diggs. I think I'm going to go Zay Flowers. Let's hope that ankle is 100% because it is a good matchup for Zay Flowers. I'm going to go Diggs and Zay Flowers. Doesn't say the scoring. I think
Nope.
If it's full PPR, I'll flex Garrett Wilson. If it's not PPR, I'll flex Dobbins.
Yeah, I'm tempted to flex Dobbins, but like you said, we don't know if it's full. If it's full PPR, I think Garrett Wilson is still playable, plenty playable. All right, no disagreement there. Let's go to Richard Anapolsky. This is PPR with DK and Etienne. Well, Etienne probably not, but I don't think you should play him anyways. Should I switch up from Mooney and play JSN or Bigsby at the flex?
No, I still go Mooney at the flex here. JSN, I mean, I know you think, oh, no DK Metcalf, this is it, but I'm not falling for this. Like, maybe he will get targeted more, but I just really think it's going to, you know who I think is going to benefit? Tyler Lockett, Noah Fant, and maybe Zach Charbonnet. That's who I think is going to actually benefit in this game. So I'm not going. I mean,
pretty much all week, we kind of assumed DK would be out, right?
Yeah.
And we said no to JSN plenty of times. So it's not like, oh, let's wait and see. Like we know DK is not playing. JSN.
Exactly.
What's it?
No, I said exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. he's had smash spots before. What was it, a couple of weeks ago against the Giants? I thought he would smash. Didn't smash. Like, he got like a last second touchdown. He's gotten the target. The target share has been there. That's the thing. He's been targeted last 3 weeks, 6, 9, 7 targets. He's not doing anything with it, but also he's not getting downfield targets. So
right. I don't think that's going to change. So, I mean, like JSN, I don't think is like he's fine. He'll get you points. And Bigsby, yes, Bigsby could have that big game, but there's real risk that the Packers, are up 24-0 at half, 28-0 at half, and we don't see Bigsby in the second half because he's just not he's not going to be out there in passing situations. He's just not. So I think you're fine with Mooney. It's the Bucs. The last time I know Kirk Cousins isn't going to throw for 500 yards this week, but he'll probably still throw for a ton of yards. It's the Bucs secondary. I'm going Mooney.
Yep. So nothing changing here. Still Mooney. Dan Plants, start 3. Waddle, Hunt, Monty, Harrison, Mason.
I think I'm going Waddle, Monty, Mason. Hunt is very tempting, but I still don't think I could put Hunt over guys like Monty or Mason. I mean, Mason just has such a good matchup this week. And Monty, tough to bench Hunt this week. I like Hunt, but I'm going to go Waddle, Monty, Mason.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Waddle, I want in my lineup if possible. Monty, a little more reliable than Hunt. I can almost easily put Harrison last here. Let's see him actually do something. Trigger Trey. Full PPR needs to trade away DJ Moore or Amari Cooper. Okay.
I like when it's worded. I need to trade away. Like you have to. Like, I have to get one of these guys off my team. Like, I cannot have both these guys on my team rest of the season. Like, what's gonna happen if you don't trade away one of these guys?
There's beef here. They can't coexist.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are tearing apart the locker room. I got to get one of these guys out of here. I think I'm higher on Amari Cooper rest of the season, honestly, because he's got Josh Allen. I think DJ Moore is fine. But I think DJ Moore, you're going to deal with a lot of volatility. You're going to deal with those weeks where it's like, yes, I had DJ Moore. And then you're going to have those weeks where you're like, oh, why did I start DJ Moore? But I think Amari Cooper will be a little more steady, but he'll still have upside. So if I'm higher on Amari Cooper rest of the season.
Yeah. Before the trade, I would have said I will give the edge to Moore because that's what Amari Cooper was. Exactly what you just said. That DJ Moore is some weeks you're like, why did I have him on my lineup? And some weeks, like, why did I have him on my bench? But yeah, in Buffalo, I think you got to like Cooper better. CR from Germany. Welcome back. Ooh, this is a fun one. Got Calvin Ridley, Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Warren, or Dalton Kincaid. Who would you flex in half?
I'm gonna go Tolbert. I'm going to go Tolbert here. Maybe this is the Ridley week. Who do the Titans play again? I don't even know. I don't even think about the Tennessee Titans anymore.
I think it's the Lions.
It is. Okay, so it is a good matchup for Calvin Ridley, but do we even care? We even care? Yeah, I'm going Tolbert here. Tolbert, wide receiver 2 for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott. I expect a big yardage game from Dak Prescott. I expect a nice game there. Let's go Tolbert.
Yeah, like target share hasn't mattered. Matchup hasn't mattered. Quarterback hasn't mattered. Calvin Ridley in Tennessee. This is just an offense that, honestly, even if they aren't consciously trying to tank, they probably should. Let's just avoid that. Tolbert will be fine. And this is interesting. I don't know what you think about this trade. Traded away Flowers and Tillman for Deontay and JMO. I mean, look, if Deontay goes to a really good spot, because he gets traded, then maybe you come out ahead. But I kind of like Zay Flowers. I don't know if I would trade him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you say, you're going all in for the playoffs, but I don't want to trade a guy who's mostly been good this year for a guy who I'm hoping will get traded to a better spot to become good. Like, just give me the guy who's already good.
Yeah.
But
We'll see how it turns out.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know. Deontay, you said 49ers yesterday. I mean,
I didn't say that. Somebody else did, but somebody on the stream did. But that makes sense. I mean, yeah, like if he goes to 49ers, you might definitely win this trade.
Well, we'll see. I mean, yes, you do need to take chances. We'll see how that turns out. What is up, Brian? Brian Fourth is here. It is PPR. Wow, there's a name we haven't heard in a while. Yoshi. Yoshi, if T is out, I mean, okay, T might not play, or Pitman, or Shepard, or Wicks.
Oh man, I did pick up Yoshi in our best ball league. Figure if he goes off, great. If he doesn't, he's on my bench. No big deal. The problem is you can't make that decision in this type of league. You got to put him in or not. So, man.
I think with options like this, I'll probably pass on Yoshi because he's still, even when T Higgins was out early in the season, he's pretty much touchdown or bust. Like you said, like a best ball league, that's fine. I really think Sterling Shepard is going to be the main target here in Tampa. I think that's the way I'm leaning because this is PPR.
I was kind of leaning Wicks. I was kind of leaning Wicks just for the matchup. I know he's not out there a lot, but he still gets targeted. I don't know. One of those guys, I guess. I feel like Shepard. I don't know. My thing with Shepard is like every time we buy back into Shepard, he limps off in the first quarter and his season's over.
Well, that's very possible. I acknowledge it's very possible. So it's not like there's no risk here.
It's just crazy that the answer isn't Pitman.
It probably should. I mean, it could be. It's not terrible for him. It's just, are we trusting Anthony Richardson to make multiple forward passes and complete them?
I don't know. I don't know. If it's my team, I'm probably honestly going Pitman. I feel like I can't bench Pitman for these guys. Like these guys feel too risky for me. But there's no obvious answer here.
No, this is a tough decision, which is sure why you're asking, Brian. Pitman, I think, is fine, a little safer. If you want to roll the dice, you could go with Shepard or Wicks. I could be wrong, could be rationally high on Shepard this week. But Alexander's channel wants to know who to sit: Flowers, BTJ, Waddle, Brown, or Reed.
I assume that's AJ Brown. Since we're talking wide receivers, you can't sit AJ Brown.
Can't sit AJ Brown.
Man, this is a tough one. I think I'm sitting Brian Thomas, and I don't like it, but Flowers good to go. I think his matchup is too good. Waddle with Tua back, I think I got to roll with him. AJ Brown, you got to play him. So then it comes down to Jaden Reed and Brian Thomas for me. Jaden Reed gets the Jaguars. Brian Thomas gets the Packers with a healthy secondary. I'm going to sit Brian Thomas and hate it.
Yeah, but with these choices, I think he's the one you probably need to sit. If it's AJ Brown, there's no question you got to start him.
Yeah, I don't know what other Brown, unless it's a flex question and it's Chase Brown, then you just easily sit Chase Brown.
Right, but that wouldn't belong with this group, with this tier of receiver. So let's do BTJ. Bullman is back. Baker or Dak?
think this is where it starts to get close for me for Baker. I might go Dak over Baker this week.
I'm glad you said that, 'cause I'm going Dak.
Yeah, I think this is where it starts to get close.
It is close. It is close. I'm not sure that Cowboys game is necessarily going to be high scoring, but just the Cowboys in general, regardless of game script, the way it's going, they'll still pass because unless Dalvin Cook is the answer, which I'm guessing he's not. I feel good enough about the volume for Dak Prescott. All right. Nando's World, welcome. Good morning. In PPR, 1 receiver, 2 running backs in the flex. Got Swift, JT, Kamara, Cooper, BTJ, Garrett Wilson.
All right. JT. Can I put Swift in over Kamara? I really don't want to start Kamara this week, but at the same time, can I put Swift in?
Yeah, it's not like a smash spot for Swift. I do worry about Kamara.
It's better than Kamara's spot,
right?
against the Chargers with Spencer Rattler. They can't even run. They can't even run the football right now.
Let's do it. Bench Kamara. Let's do it. JT and Swift.
I don't think I can. I think I gotta say JT Kamara. He still catches passes. Oh man, this is what makes fantasy football fun, I guess.
Fun with a capital F. Sometime followed by a U.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Should probably go JT Kamara. If you want to swing, take a chance on Swift, go ahead. But should probably be JT Kamara here. Wide receiver and flex. This is full PPR. Cooper and I think I go Cooper and man, I wish we had an idea of who is Christian Gonzalez going to shadow in this game, or if he's going to shadow.
Yeah, he'll probably move around a little bit. I don't know.
I think I'm going to go Cooper and BTJ here, but it's close between all these guys, honestly.
Yeah, I feel again kind of guilty saying no to BTJ repeatedly, but man, you have Garrett Wilson. I don't want to mention him. I'd say Cooper is the one I feel best about. If it's me, I'm going JT Swift at running back, Cooper, and I guess probably Wilson at the flex. Jason Burris, good morning. Mason or Cook?
I'm just going to go Mason here. I really like Mason's matchup this week. Not Alpha Cook by any stretch, but I mean, Mason gets that Cowboys run defense. The 49ers may just run the ball more with everybody hurt and out. So I'm going to go Mason.
Yeah, I like Mason. Think he'll get a lot of volume. So Mason it is. Okay, so this is Vital Quebra Banca Oficial.
All right.
Official. 14-teamer, half PPR, needs help. Let's see. Got Allen. Okay, running back, we got JT, Achane, Mason, Monty. Nice. Wide receivers, Neighbors, Thomas, Waddle, Amari. Tight end, Ferguson, Ingram. Needs to drop somebody.
There's no way this is your whole roster in a 14-teamer.
14 team, and you have all these players.
Because none of these players should be on the waiver wire in a 14-team league. So there's no way you need to drop one. There's got like you have to not. This can't be your whole team. This is insane. It's a 14-team league. Like none of these guys should be on waiver wire in a 10-team league. Like how do you need to drop one of these guys?
The only thing I can think is, which maybe will explain the the quality on this roster, is it doesn't seem to be very deep. Like there's only 10, like 11 players here. I mean, maybe they just have no bench basically.
I mean, maybe, but then why do you have to drop somebody? I mean, I guess if you have to drop somebody, like if I had to drop somebody here, I guess it's going to be Ferguson. Like, there's no way you can drop one of those wide receivers. There's no way you can drop one of those running backs. So I gotta pick my tight end, and it's Ingram, and so Ferguson gets dropped. But I really have questions about how a 14-team league. First of all, how you can even have this roster in a 14-team league. This is a stacked 10-team roster. And then my second question would be like, how do you need to drop one of these guys in a 14-teamer?
Yeah, many questions here. I'm just gonna assume because you're an endgame viewer, you make very sharp draft decisions and savvy trades. That's probably what it is. And then as far as who to start, don't know how many you need. I'd say probably JT Kamar at running back. Neighbors.
Yeah, probably JT Kamar. Neighbors, Waddle at wide receiver. It's half PPR flex.
It's too many good options on this 14-teamer.
Yeah, I guess Monty at the flex, although I really want to flex Mason in half, but probably just go Monty.
All right, well, there you go. Good luck. Moises, always here. Good morning. Well, T. Higgins is not officially out, but he definitely could be. I don't think we got any updates just yet. A little too early.
Yeah, he's probably out, though.
So 2 receivers in a flex.
Neighbors, Waddle. It's full PPR. Let's go Brian Thomas. If you want to play it a little safer, you can go Monty. But I think Brian Thomas has more upside. So Neighbors, Waddle, Brian Thomas.
Yeah, and if this is all the same team that you have T. Higgins, you have good enough players. I'm not going to risk it with T. Higgins. You can just sit him. And then he's got a question for an 8-teamer. If Daniels does play, are you going to go Scary Terry, Devontae Smith, or Flowers?
I'm not going Terry here. I might go Flowers. I know there's some risk. I know there's some risk with that ankle. But this is a good matchup for Flowers.
Yeah,
I think I'm willing to risk it on Flowers.
This is, like I was saying earlier, one of the situations where even if Daniels does play, it doesn't mean you have to put Terry in there because you have 2 just as good options that you don't have to worry about. Either Daniels not playing or Daniels getting hurt or whatever. So, yeah, I like Flowers. I'd go Flowers. All right, next is God Over Everything. Good morning.
Nice.
7-0.
7-0. Well done. Is this our first 7-0 team? Well done.
That's impressive. Higgins, questionable. So, Pop or McMillan or Pitman? Doesn't want to go with Pitman.
Yeah, I get not wanting to go with Pitman. I mean, Pitman will get you something, but I'd probably just go with Pop. I like Pop's matchup this week. I like him with Drake May. Hopefully he's not dealing with some kind of illness out of nowhere again. I'm going to go with Pop.
Yeah, exactly. McMillan's too soon. Pitman, understand your reservations. So just go Pop. And then he's good enough where I'm just not going to risk it even if Higgins does play. Rodney Woods. Good morning. Ari down thanks to, the defense. It's always fun when you're losing because of a defense. Needs a quarterback, Goff or Tua?
I think I go Goff. I know it's a tough matchup against the Titans, but they're at home. He's been good. I think I'm going to go Goff, but that one's close.
It is pretty close. I think you can go either way. My concern with that is, are they really going to need to throw it much at all against the Titans? So I think he'll be good, but I don't know if he's going to have as much upside. I might shoot for more upside with Tua now that we know Tyreek Hill's playing, but that one's pretty close. One receiver, one flex. Yoshi, Odunze, Palmer. That would be Trey Palmer. Jonnu Smith, Romeo Dobbs, Chase Brown.
All right, I think Dobbs is my wide receiver. So he says Chase Brown with Higgins in question marks, like Chase Brown is going to get the bump from T. Higgins being out.
I guess so.
I don't think now they're gonna. I don't think Chase Brown gets a bump here, but he might still be my pick. I mean, I don't really want to start Trey Palmer, Jonnu Smith,
not the flex.
Odunze, so risky. Yoshi, so risky. I might just take whatever Chase Brown. I might just go Dobbs and Chase Brown, honestly, and just take whatever Chase Brown gives me. I mean, you can go with maybe Odunze would be my next choice if you want to gamble on Odunze having a big play. But I mean, Odunze feels so boom bust. And really, how many times did he boom this year? Once? Twice?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna go Dobbs and Chase Brown, but it has nothing to do with Higgins being out. It's just I think he's the one who will actually get some points here.
Right. Yeah, Dobbs is the one for sure. Feel best about. I can easily say no to Palmer and Jonnu. Yoshi, like I said, maybe he gets a touchdown, but he doesn't really. I mean, he's the one who should get a bump if Higgins is out, but how much of a bump? I mean, we already saw. So, yeah, just go Chase Brown and get some points. Next, we have MW on air. Got Allen. Let's see. 2 running backs, Monty, B-Rob, White, and Stevenson. 2 receivers between Cooper, Higgins, Downs, Franklin, and Shakir. And then we got 3 tight ends to choose from. And then we need a flex.
Sanders. All right. This is not going to be easy. I think wider. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm flexing a running back here because Higgins almost certainly out. I mean, man, are we going both? Are we going all Bills wide receivers here? I might just go Cooper, Shakir. Higgins probably out. I'm not starting Downs. I don't think I can start Franklin over Shakir. So Cooper, Shakir at wide receiver. Monty, Stevenson. Actually, sorry, Monty, White, Stevenson, or Brian Robinson. I think I'm going to go Brian Robinson over Stevenson. So I'm going to go Monty, Robinson, White, running back and flex. Cooper, Shakir, wide receiver. And you know what? I'm just going to go Kraft at tight end. He gets that Jags matchup. I get not wanting to bench Laporta because his name is Sam Laporta, but how many weeks of 2 or 3 fantasy points are we going to sit through before we bench Sam Laporta? I'm going Kraft.
Not too much. Yeah, I can sit Laporta this week, I think, because I was just saying with the Detroit Lions, I know J-Mo's out, but I just don't expect them to really have to pass the ball too much. So I can say Kraft at tight end here. I appreciate you having Sanders on your team because I mentioned him and beat the breakout as a stash. So I'm just going to assume that's why you picked him up because you watched.
Yes.
In this case, if Higgins plays, I would play Higgins. This is one of those cases. But yeah, be prepared to shift. I guess Shakir. I don't know. I might just say I'll roll the dice and go see if Troy Franklin does something. I don't know. That's pretty risky, but I guess Shakir is safer. By the way, I'm going backwards. Remember that team we were just with? I'm trying to pull up there it is. the 14 teamer, you're like, how is this possible? So commented later, and they said 3 bench only. So it is a shallow roster, but still.
Okay, but even 3 bench. What is okay? All right. I mean, but that's still what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's still 11 players times 4, 110. What is that's still like 150 players deep?
I mean, Mason was probably, picked up off of waivers. Okay.
Sure.
Waddle,
but I mean, all these other guys were drafted well inside the top 150, like well inside the top 150. Even Ingram and Ferguson. I don't know. I guess you just crush your draft.
Even in 14 teamers, some people don't do the best things, smartest decisions. People might have dropped Ingram after he missed a couple weeks. Someone might have dropped Waddle. Who knows? Anyways,
right.
Good on you for having this team in a 14 teamer. All right, Brandon Anthony. Who should you start? 2 running backs, 2 in a flex. Gibbs, Pollard, Naji, Dowdle, Thomas, Keenan Allen, Bateman, Coleman, Judy, Ridley.
All right, running backs are going to be Gibbs. Oh, man. Every time I think it's like an easy decision, I'm like, wait, not an easy decision. I think I'm going to go Naji. Naji Pollard is close. Just a slightly better matchup for Naji. Gibbs and Naji. Man. I think you got to start Brian Thomas. Do I just go? How's the matchup for Keenan this week? That's okay.
It's all right. Guessing we're going to say no to Ridley. Can probably scratch him off.
Yeah. I think if it's me, I'm going. It doesn't say if it's PPR or not. Nope. I think I'm going Gibbs, Naji, assuming PPR, Gibbs, Naji, Brian Thomas, Keenan Allen, and then I might just flex Judy. Just gamble on Judy here.
Yeah. Sometimes when a lot of these choices seem similar, I'll work backwards. Who's the guy I'm not playing? Not playing Ridley. I don't think you need to try Coleman with this group. I feel better about the target share for some of the others. So BTJ is the one I feel best about. I think Judy might be second. Bateman now is a little risky with Zay playing, so I'll go Keenan as the flex, I guess. And then Gibbs and Naji pretty easily. Right, then we have Philzy, or Phils, I don't know. Neighbors, Thomas, Cooper, Wilson. What, just one?
I mean, if we're just doing one, it's Neighbors for me. I'm not ready to take Neighbors out of the no doubt must starts after one bad game. Now, I will say it's not the best spot on the road against the Steelers. So if Danny Dimes looks like Danny Pennies again and kills Neighbors, then next week we might have to have the talk about, is Neighbors really a must start, or can we consider benching him? But for this week, I'm still starting him.
Yeah, I think we still have to consider him a guy you just keep in your lineup. Let's hope for the best. Boomer saying good morning. Even Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman. Wow, it's one of those days. It's Sunday. Everybody's happy because it's football day. This is related to a fantasy question. So here we go. Sir Boomer. Yeah, Ladd is expected to play. So now he's asking Ladd or Cedric Tillman.
I mean, Ladd probably your safer bet, if I can even say safer. But also, isn't Ladd like your second half Dameon Pierce? Isn't he like your guy for the second half? Don't you kind of have to roll out Ladd now? Like, didn't you kind of just like pigeonhole yourself into Ladd?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to. You could never forgive yourself if you don't play him. He does have a big game.
Right.
But yeah, here's the other thing. It's not like Tillman is safe in any way. Sure, Tillman could have a big game, but there's no guarantee. Just go with Ladd. And he's asking down low, the risk he won't play. Well, they're saying he's going to play, so I don't think that's the worry now. The worry is, are they going to throw it more than 10 times? They did last week. They threw it a little bit more. Just it wasn't mostly to Ladd. It was the third string tight end, Will Disley.
Right.
Which gets back to your comment about the Arthur Smith School of Talent Mismanagement. So, all right, let's move. Brandon Anthony, by the way, has another. Are you going to drop Ridley?
It depends who I'm dropping him for. I'm not going to drop Ridley just to get him off my team, although I didn't draft. Kyler Ridley was one of those do not draft for me guys this year. So thankfully I don't have to decide if I'm going to rage drop Ridley or not. But if I had Ridley, it depends. If I could pick up Tillman, yeah, I'm dropping Ridley for Tillman. I'd rather just take a chance on Tillman.
I mean, what's the best case scenario here going forward for the Titans?
I don't even know.
They've already gone to the backup quarterback. I mean, there's no white knight coming in to save them. It's go back to Will Levis. Mason Rudolph somehow goes off. Yeah, he's dropped.
Yeah.
All right. Get to the rest of your questions. Just FYI, guys, for those, especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate having you. We're trying to help you out as much as we can, get you ready for week 8. And if you feel like we're helping you, or if you just enjoy listening, then hit the like button and subscribe. We definitely appreciate it. It helps us as well. We've been answering questions for 45 minutes. We've just now caught up to the questions from before we went live. So if you have a super chat lined up, we're not skipping you or ignoring you or making you wait for some unusual punishment. We're catching up. We'll get there. Paul P. Start Higgins. If the other options are Shepard, Tolbert, Wicks.
Well, the thing is, I think those guys can get you more than 0. So
hopefully.
I'm just going to go Tolbert. I still like Tolbert. I know it's easy. And look, I kind of fall into this too myself. It's easy to just forget about a guy like Jaylen Tolbert because he didn't have a huge game before the bye. He had a fine game. I think he had 10 fantasy points or something before the bye. And then they go on the bye, and it's just, you just forget about it. You're like, Tolbert, that guy hasn't done anything. That guy hasn't done anything in weeks. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it feels in your head, or at least it does in my head. But at the same time, it's not a bad spot for Tolbert this week. He's the clear number 2 in this Dallas offense. Shepard, we don't know what the role is going to be. We don't know what his usage is going to be. Wicks, okay, I know Wicks can always go off, and it is a good matchup, but again, only 44% of the routes last week. You're really taking a risk there. So I'm just going to go Tolbert.
Yeah, Wicks is boom bust. Right, we know this. So it's either you even say you like Tolbert and Shepard, and that's the decision here, Paul, is which one. I feel like Shepard gets you a floor. I feel like he should. And Tolbert probably has a little higher ceiling. So I'm going to just leave it there, unfortunately, because he's going Tolbert, I'm going Shepard, but it's close. Let's do a quick as we catch up to the super chats. Do a couple of the non-ones, lightning round time. Right. Red Sox slugger, Burrow or Knicks?
Burrow, definitely Burrow.
Definitely Burrow, even without T. Higgins, if he plays, still Burrow, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Alex, Daddies? Sorry, McLaurin or Pearsall?
I'm just going to go Terry here. It sounds like JD is playing. I'm going Terry.
In this case, even if it's Mariota, I still might go Terry. So
yeah, true. True.
Let's see. Ooh. Scrat Daniels, Tyrone Tracy, Justice Hill, or Rashawn Johnson. Digging deep.
Yeah, I might just go Rashawn Johnson. Actually, you know what? I might go Tyrone Tracy because maybe this is a game where the Giants are throwing a lot in the second half. He catches passes. I'll just go Tracy and pray.
Yeah, I can't imagine Justice Hill gets too much run here. Tracy probably will get more touches than those guys. So in a horrible matchup, just try Tracy. And then the member, Sean Pitman, Tank or Terry? Tank Dell, I should clarify. 2 tanks.
Here I'll go Tank Dell. I like Tank Dell enough. Don't need to risk it with Terry. Even if JD plays, I still like Dell.
Yeah, I like Dell this week. Should be a good week for CJ Stroud. And then what about Mimas? Thank you. Pollard or Dowdle?
I think you still got to go Pollard here, even in the tough matchup against the Lions. He gets the touches. Tyjae Spears out again. But he's going to get all the work here. Go Pollard.
Rico now has to contend with Dalvin Cook. I'm shocked we haven't got a single Dalvin Cook question yet. What's up with that?
I know. I gotta think. Like, is there something cool we can do? Let's say if Dalvin Cook has an okay game or gets the touches, and then we got to talk about him on the start sit. Can we do something fun for Dalvin Cook's player picture instead of just Dalvin Cook?
I'm sure we can think of something. Well, let's see. The answer is Pollard here. All right, the Joel Bear. Would it be madness to start Bo Nix over Jaden if he plays?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know there's some risk with Jaylen Daniels because he is, but if he plays, you got to think he's good enough to play. So, yeah, I'm not starting Bo Nix over Jaylen Daniels.
If we're up to game time, it's like kickoff, and they're like, well, we're not sure, Jaylen Daniels, it's going to be up to the last second, then no, it's not madness. But if before the game start that he is playing, you're going to play Jaylen Daniels. Flex D-Hop over Rico Suave.
Definitely.
Yes. So fly. Needs 2 running backs, Hunt, Dobbins, Connor, and then Kelsey or Kraft.
I was going to say those guys aren't running backs. Yeah. Man, I think you got to start Connor. Connor's like the must out of here. Hunt, Dobbins, very close, but I'm going to give the edge to Hunt just because he's in that Chiefs offense against the Raiders, but that's close. That one is very close. And I think you got to go Kelsey this week again against the Raiders.
Yeah, Kelsey does get the edge over Kraft. Should get plenty of targets. You got to start Connor. I'm going to go Dobbins because I feel like he could have a good. I mean, I know he has a good matchup. It's the Saints. So it's really close there, though. Good morning. Miguel Perez Jr. had dropped a super chat earlier. Welcome back. 10-team full PPR. Caleb or Mahomes? That's a fair question.
Yeah, I'm going Mahomes. I did see something today. Buy into this what you will. But this is the Kermit revenge game. Remember way back in July, I'd forgotten all about this. The Raiders had Kermit the Frog at practice, and they were mocking Mahomes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, who hasn't? Apparently, Patrick Mahomes hasn't forgot about that because he talked about it. So I'm going home. Maybe this is going to be Mahomes' 300-yard, 3-touchdown game.
This is the unique revenge game narrative that we haven't had ever before. All right. Mahomes it is. No, I mean, it's not like I don't feel great about Caleb anyways. Keep saying I don't think that's going to be a high-scoring game. Even if Jaylen Daniels does play, it just might not be. Got offered Hill and JSN for Wilson and accepted.
Yeah, take Tyreek Hill for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I assume that's not Taysom Hill.
Justice Hill. Yeah. If it's Tyreek Hill, that's a win. Good job. I also have Devontae, who I traded for before he came in. Jet. Nice. Okay. Best stream here, Lions or Ravens?
It's got to be the Lions against the Titans. Got to be the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Ravens. Jameis Winston will gift them a couple of interceptions, you'd think, but you got to go Lions. All right, there you go, Miguel. Let's go to Jedi Koth. Pickens or Dobbins at the flex in half.
In half, I think I will go Dobbins here over Pickens in half.
Yeah, this is
although I will say half doesn't hurt Pickens too much because he's not a guy that's going to get you like 10 catches, but
right.
I think Dobbins just a little safer in half.
I mean, this feels like floor ceiling, and I do think Dobbins has a ceiling. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dobbins. I like Dobbins this week, and then another team, Dell or Dobbins. It's very similar, very similar question.
Again, So here's the thing: if you don't want to be all in on Dobbins, I guess you can go Dell here, or you can go Pickens in the other one and Dobbins here. If you want to mix it up. I mean, in a vacuum, I probably would play Dobbins over Dell just because, again, I think he's much safer. I think his floor is much higher, and I think he still has a ceiling this week. But if you don't want Dobbins in both leagues just in case he busts, which does happen, then you can hedge your bet here.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Actually, I might have put Tank Dell as a boom if I didn't already have CJ Stroud. I don't want to go like 2 all in, but I think it could be a very good Dell week. So, let's do Dobbins in one and Dell in the other. Anthony Mayer, Worthy or Bigsby at the flex? Is Worthy worth flexing? Probably not.
Nah, I'm just gonna go Bigsby here.
Yeah, Hunter Madison in half.
I'm definitely going Hunt. Madison, tough matchup this week. Go Hunt.
Last but not least, Adams, Naji, Javonte, Chubb, Waddle, pick 2. I guess it's half. Ooh. Well, actually, maybe not, because first one was regular PPR. This one that was half PPR. So I don't know, but I guess it's probably at least not standard.
I'm going Javonte and Waddle. Javonte and Waddle is going to be my picks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Javonte, Waddle, Bigsby, Hunt. Good luck, Anthony. Luis Perez, McMillan or Pop?
I'm going to go Pop. I like Pop. I feel good enough that Pop will get me something, even though he didn't last week, really. Hopefully he's good to go. No illness. Haven't heard anything. McMillan, again, we don't know how this Bucs passing attack is going to play out. We don't even know how they're going to look. I'm just going to go Pop.
Yeah, too early to risk McMillan. Pop should be good. What about Leggett worth a stash? I guess now that he's technically the number 1 receiver in Carolina, but catching passes from Bryce Young.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I guess maybe we'll see Andy Dalton back at some point. I don't know, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely possible because it's not like he's out for the season. It's not like he got benched. Supposedly, this was just because he's, sprained his finger in that car accident. But now it's like, okay, Andy Dalton's back. Is that even a good thing anymore? If you remember the last 2 games. So, I don't know. I honestly was just going to say, let's wait and see if Bryce Young shows any signs of life today. Alexis, start 3. Penguin, Lamb, Garrett. I guess he means Waddle. Devontae.
Yeah.
Told myself I was never sitting Garrett ever again.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, then I guess you got to start Garrett Wilson. I mean, if we're not sitting Garrett Wilson ever again, then it's the first 3.
Right.
Yeah, definitely having a hard time sitting any of these guys for sure. But I mean, it's better than having to decide, which 3 between like Jalen McMillan, Cedric Tillman, Sterling Shepard, and whatever other Andre Yosevich or something. Like, it's better than having to decide between those 3 guys. At least you have 3 good options or 4 good options.
Yeah, I'm wondering when did you say you were never sitting him ever again? It wasn't after last week. Because last week,
I was gonna say, I don't feel like Garrett Wilson has. I mean, he's certainly been good recently, but he hasn't been like going off. But hey, if you said I'm never sitting Garrett Wilson again, then don't sit Garrett Wilson. Like, there's nothing wrong with Garrett Wilson this week.
No, it's between Wilson and Smith, and Smith did nothing last week, so I get that. You just go Garrett Wilson, just go the first 3. EAW, Ingram or Otten.
Yeah, this is them. I think I still got to go Ingram. Like, Otten should be good, but it's not a bad matchup for Ingram at all this week against Packers. I'm gonna go Ingram.
Yeah, I think Ingram is still pretty set and forget at tight end.
Yeah.
And then Harrison, Olave, or Robinson needs 2. Robinson.
Well, it can't be Marcus Robinson because he already played.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I'm drawing a blank on Robinson.
Wandale Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just go Harrison and Olave here. I mean, even like for as bad as Harrison's been, Wandale hasn't been outscoring him by that much. It's like
no. Yeah, the fact that I couldn't think of Wandale Robinson means it's probably not him who I want to start. But yeah, it's probably because we never call him Robinson. We always call him Wandale.
Yeah. Wandale's fine. He'll get you points, but so will these guys. These guys will get you points. I'll go Harrison and Olave.
Yeah, let's go with the first 2. Smallsy, Stevenson, Chase Brown, or Rico Dowdle.
I'm going Stevenson here. He's off the injury report, fully healthy. That Jets run defense doesn't scare me. Going Stevenson.
Yeah, definitely Stevenson here. Good luck, Smallsy. Troy Bates, Hunter Henry, Jake Ferguson.
I'm going Ferguson. I'm not falling for the Hunter Henry trap again.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Remember, I'm going to point out the fact that Hunter Henry feasted because Pop Douglas basically didn't play. Like he was sick, and he was on the field for what? I don't even know if he made it through the first quarter, but when he was on the field, he clearly wasn't right. Douglas should have a good matchup. It's not even a good matchup for the Patriots in general this week. So no, basically, don't fall for it. No, it's Ferguson. Easy, Vanya. Welcome back. Ooh, McLaurin, McMillan, or Myers.
Yeah, now that it sounds like JD is playing, I'm going to go Terry. I do like Jacoby Myers this week, but it's not a great matchup for him either. Terry, the better player with the better QB. I'm going Terry.
Right. If Daniels plays, I'll go Terry. If it's Mariota, I would pivot to Myers. That's what I'll say. And then Derek Just, Devontae or Waddle.
Yeah, this is razor thin this week. I mean, they're like the same guy, right? They're like the wide receiver 2 in a good offense. Yep. But I like Waddle's matchup a little bit better this week, so I'm going to go Waddle.
Yeah, and in that earlier question we did with that 4, he said he didn't want to sit Garrett Wilson. I think we went Waddle over him, Devontae. I'll go Waddle first also. All right, finally, I'm glad you're on here, Julio. Julio requested it, Run CMC. So for those who don't know, he requested the shirt. Here it is, just so you see it. It's Dan. Dan the man is back because Tua's back. We're back, baby. Starting Kyron, Gibbs, DJ Moore, AJB Komet, and Slim Shady. Nice. Okay, my bench, Deontay, Tank, Mason. Dobbins, yeah. Okay. Needs a wide receiver 2. Trade suggestions.
I mean, I'd be trying to trade Mason right now while I could.
Yeah, especially you're not starting him.
I mean, if you could still get his value's definitely taking a hit here, but if you could still get, I mean, could you maybe go get D-Hop for Jordan Mason?
Maybe. I mean, it depends how high the D-Hop owner is on him, but yeah, you could.
Could you maybe get, I don't know, do you want Tank Dell? I don't know if you can get those guys. Yeah, maybe try to go get D-Hop. Man, Addison. What's going on? Addison's terrible.
Well, I think that's wide receiver 2. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. You can try to trade Mason. And then you never know. Deontay, maybe he gets traded and he becomes a wide receiver 2 again. Let's hope. And wise advice. Thank you, Julio. Agree. Like, subscribe, and hopefully everybody gets a win.
Yes.
Keep going with Cerulean Dog. It's not dog, it's dog. Pickens or Lockett?
Ooh. I know Lockett more interesting with DK out, but I still got to go Pickens here. I just think maybe we see the Seahawks run the ball more and might see more Noah Fant.
Yeah, that's the thing is they'll still throw it, I think, plenty, but what is Lockett's ceiling in this game? I feel like Lockett, yeah, he'll get you 5-6 receptions probably. He'll get you a decent yardage. Look, maybe even he gets a 100-yard game. But Pickens could do that like with 2 catches. So I think if you want to play it safe, you can go Lockett, but I would just take the chance, right? Playing it safe doesn't win. Go Pickens. Surge, speaking of playing it safe. If T. Higgins does play, are you playing him?
I mean,
depends.
I guess, but he's not. They said he wasn't even out there for warm-ups. He's not playing. Just take T. Higgins out of your lineups.
Yeah, see, it's funny after this comment, I see some people saying he's notorious for this, don't play him. And then some people saying he plays, I'll play him. Like, you got to know what you're getting into. Some players are on the questionable list, and it doesn't matter. They play no matter what. Some guys play through pain. Some guys don't. T. Higgins won't. He won't. I don't know the nature of the injury exactly and we're not him, but we know we've been here before. T. Higgins is injured. Don't play. Doug Fenton. Star 2. Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, BTJ.
I think I go Flowers and Brian Thomas, but these guys, I've got these guys in the same tier. They're all in the same tier. They all feel very close to me. I'm going to go Flowers and Brian Thomas, but yeah.
Flowers is the one I feel best about. He's good. At least he's playing. So I think I'm Flowers is one of those guys who's mostly a must start. Man, I hate last week because he had such a good spot. I mean, he could have smashed against Tampa, then he got hurt. So it was Bateman instead. But I like Flowers. I'm going to start Flowers almost always. And I think BTJ has the better matchup here compared to Garrett Wilson. Alexis also wants to know if T is out. Okay, we'll assume he's out. Kirk, Bateman, Gabe. Is this a Gabe? Is this possible? Gabe Davis question. Yoshi. That's not a typo. It's Don Trappy and Wicks. Well done.
Yeah.
Well played. 6 league. Okay. Yes. Competitive league. So got to make the right decision.
I kind of like Kirk this week. I kind of like his matchup, but also, I mean, he's a trap. He's always a trap. Bateman, I don't know. Are we chasing that game last week? I'm not starting Gabe. I don't think you can start Yoshi. Wicks has a good matchup, but man, it's so risky. These guys are all risky.
It's definitely not Gabe. Can just say that off the bat. Yoshi is like touchdown or bust. Again, I keep saying that. I think if Bateman, if Zay Flowers were out, I might go Bateman, but probably not. Either you roll the dice.
I'm just going to go Kirk here. I'm just going to go Kirk. They're all risky. They all could do something. They all could completely bust. Let's go Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk. Obviously, you don't feel too good about Wicks here, Alexis, so I don't think you'll be too happy if you put Wicks in your lineup and he gets you a 0. So, you know what I mean? Saying like there's some players where you get the 0, you're like, okay, I expected that. And then some players, it's like you got your hopes up and then they get you 0. It's like just it's a worse sting,
Yeah.
So, go Kirk. One Love Productions. I'll go with that. Half PPR, start 1. Yoshi, Tolbert, or Rome.
I'm going Tolbert here again. I don't mind Tolbert this week. The clear number 2 there in Dallas. Not a terrible matchup against the 49ers. I'm going Tolbert.
Yes, Tolbert is the pick here. Yeah, I guess I should have anticipated with T. Higgins being potentially out all the Yoshi questions, but
Yeah,
say yes
and
to
we
you.
did just get official word T. Higgins is officially out, so get him out of your lineups.
All right. Well, at least we know that. At least it's official. All right. Jordan Dumas. Current lineup got Hurts, Just Diggs, Cooper, Bijan, Javante Laporta. Needs help with the flex. Tank or D-Hop?
I'm going Tank. I like that. I like this passing attack for the Texans this week against the Colts. Let's go Tank.
Yeah, D-Hop is playable as a flex, but yeah, I'm still in on Tank in this Texans offense this week. And he did make that trade. Remember, he talked about trading Hill for Bijan to improve at running back. There we go. Let's go, Bijan. Pay off today.
Let's go.
Zymolic, flex, Mostert, Tracy, or McMillan. Yes, T is out.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Mostert. At least he's the number 2 running back here. He'll get touches. Tua back will give him opportunities to score. Tracy, McMillan, too risky. I just go Mostert.
Right. Tracy's pretty much the worst possible matchup, and he's splitting carries. Let's go Mostert. Brazil, 820. Pick 2, Taylor, Swift. Hunt, Mason. And then League 2, Pollard or Naji.
Yeah, I'll give Naji the slight edge in a better matchup over Pollard. The first one is going to be JT and Mason for me.
Yes.
And Dak may not get 0.5 yards. I think he can get 0.5 yards. I like his chances.
What? Brazil, what are you? Are you a Washington, or you're like a Niners fan? Maybe that's what you are. Come on. Speaking of, like, what is he talking about? Oh, let me tell you what he's talking about. Talking about Dak Prescott getting a yard higher than 0.5 yards. Look, I mean, if you want to take the lower, I guess you can do that. I recommend taking the higher because you get this if you are new to Underdog. Maybe some of you haven't tried Underdog yet. This is a good time to do it because you get this free pick. Dak, I think he can pull it off, getting 1 yard, and all sorts of goodies still for the rest of October. You got less than a week left to take advantage of all those profit boost tokens for Boostober. Get like a 30% profit boost. The other day it was an NBA one. It was like 60%. Actually need to go back and check. Hopefully I won something. And you get also your deposit match up to $1,000 worth of bonus cash for your very first deposit. All sorts of good stuff on there for Underdog. Every sport, not just NFL, NBA, NHL, the World Series still going on. I wonder, Chris, you're pretty much in Dodger land, right? You're near Dodger land. Probably people pretty happy over there.
Yeah, people I didn't even know liked baseball are following the World Series. Although that Shohei Ohtani injury, that could be a game changer for this World Series if he's out.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny how people all of a sudden become fans when you didn't know they were. But it happens. But anyways, use code Endgame there. Underdog, try it out if you haven't already. So let's go to CJ De La Cruz. Got Nico for Jaden Reed and TJ Hawkinson. You like that?
Yeah, now they're saying Nico Collins probably back in week 10, right when his IR stint is up. So yeah, go get Nico right now if you can. If there's a buy low window on Nico right now, this is for everybody. Go get Nico.
Nice. I think I remember him asking this question, and we said go for it. He got it. Nice. Well done. John Caraballo, pick 3. Bigsby, Waddle, Smith, Dobbs. Full.
I'm gonna bench Bigsby here. Too risky in this matchup of getting games scripted out. Go with the 3 wide receivers.
Yeah, those are 3 good receivers, good matchups for all of them. It's full PPR. You can bench Bigsby. And then OQ, good morning. Full PPR, pick 2 to flex. Douglas, McMillan, Pitman, Tillman, Hopkins, Auden, Ferguson. Are those like your flex options? I wouldn't go Auden or Ferguson. I just don't think.
I might go Tillman Hopkins here. Although I do like Pop. I don't know. I might just go Tillman Hopkins. Maybe Tillman Pop. Pop might be a little safer than Hopkins.
Yeah, I'm working backwards. I'm not gonna flex a tight ends. I know you aren't either. McMillan is a no. Pitman, no, not with these guys. With this group, I think I'm going pop. I like Douglas this week. I mean, you want to go for the upside, you can go Tillman. I don't know. I mean, the question is, how many targets are we getting to D-Hop this week?
Yeah, I don't think D-Hop has a huge ceiling, but I think he at least gives you a floor.
It's probably Douglas and Hopkins make the most sense. All right. Let's go to Earth Eater. Flex Dowdle or Pollard.
Pollard, he'll get more touches. Even in a tough matchup, I'm going Pollard. And I'm definitely going Waddle over McMillan.
Oh, yeah. These are definitely Pollard and Waddle. That's for sure. All right. Next is Melissa. Got the membership. Good morning, Melissa. In PPR, RB2, HN or B-Rob?
I think you got to go H-Han. I think he has more upside. I do like Brian Robinson, but, man, H-Han with Tua back, I think I got to play him.
Right. This version of HN is hopefully going to become a must start. I mean, right now it's wait and see. B-Rob has been a better start for the past few weeks, but I think this week you got to take a chance on HN. Jake the Snake, Monty, or Rachaad White?
I think you still got to go Monty here. I think you still got to play Monty.
Yeah.
Again, if Monty has another, like, I really do think by the end of the season, like, Monty is going to start falling off. I really do. But until that happens, I think you got to keep rolling with him.
Falling off because, like, he'll wear it down, or you think that they're going to just give Gibbs the ball more?
No, falling off because he's so dependent on touchdowns and, like, I mean, unless he's going to be this year's Raheem Mostert and get 20 plus touchdowns, which actually that seems like it might be Derrick Henry. Like this is the NFL. The defense gets paid a lot of money for a reason because they're really, really good. It's not easy to score a touchdown every single week. You know what I mean? And so if he finishes the season with only like 2 or 3 more touchdowns, he's not going to be very good in fantasy. But until that starts happening, we got to roll with him.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rachaad White. I think he could have a big game, but it's not guaranteed. It's definitely not guaranteed. So I would just go with Monty here. I mean, if you had lesser option, then I would go Rachaad White, but it's Monty, right? So let's go Monty. Brandon Anthony. Ooh, some of your favorite stashes. Dalvin Cook, Juju Smith-Schuster, or Jalen Tolbert.
Yeah, stash? I'm picking up Tolbert. Tolbert's the wide receiver 2 in Dallas. Give me Tolbert.
Yes. Is Tolbert in Fant or Jonnu Smith?
I'm gonna go Noah Fant with no DK this week. I think he might be the one who benefits.
Yeah, I think Jonnu could still be involved, but Tyreek Hill is playing, so he's probably not gonna have a high ceiling. Cisco fans. All right, our favorite Clubber Lang.
Yes, nice. What's your prediction for the fight? Pain.
This is the second time we get to quote Rocky. We had the Drago quote the other day.
Yes.
Start 3. Well, this is an easy one. It's not Higgins.
Yeah, you got to bet Higgins is out, so there you go.
Prediction for anyone starting T. Higgins this week?
Pain. Definite pain.
Did not start T. Higgins this week. LA 5150. Bijan and JK, Waddle, Dobbs, Higgins. Already played JJ. Otten over Komet.
Yeah, I probably got to go Otten over. I do like Komet this week, but I think you got to go Otten over.
So Otten over Komet and a receiver. Again, I know you asked this question before it was official, but obviously you're sitting Higgins. Get him out of there. Flex, Pollard, White, Waddle.
Got to go. I think I go Waddle whether it's PPR or not, because White is a PPR guy too. So, and Pollard in tough matchups. Let's just go Waddle.
Yeah, let's go Waddle. And if for some reason, if you had Higgins in your starting lineup and this is the same team, then you're going to swap Higgins out for Waddle, and then you could flex. I guess then you could flex White if you need to do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Rihola, 33. I got Cooper and Moore for AK Bucky and Keenan. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's okay. I did just make, well, I don't know if the trade is going through or not, but I did just make a trade for Kamara and Olave in a league last night, and I'm a little nervous for Kamara. I do wonder if maybe Kamara is another one of those guys that is gonna disappoint down the stretch. In Bucky, Keenan, like whatever. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay here. I don't know if I have a strong opinion either way.
I think this is a pretty good deal for you, because I do have worries about Kamara kind of falling off from that strong start. So you got 2 solid receivers. That's good. I think it's pretty good. Chavi, 1 QB PPR was offered Connor and JD for Achane. Why would you have 3 QBs?
Well,
Why do you need 3 QBs?
All yeah. Right. No, I'm not. I'm just taking Achane here. You don't need JD5.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean,
just keep Achane.
Get Connor and a receiver, maybe, but I mean, no, you don't have to smash this. You don't. And then we have JJ Lewis, Marvin Harrison, or Tank Bigsby.
I'm still going Marvin Harrison here. Like Tank far from a sure, even with Etienne out, Tank far from a sure thing. Again, I really do worry about game script for Tank this week. I just worry about the Jags being down 3 scores and then not even running the football. I'm just gonna go Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, assuming this is PPR of some sort, Harrison should at least get you something. I mean, when is he going to finally have another big game that's not against the Commanders? I don't know. Hopefully it's this week. At least you should do something. Grand Phantom, McLaurin or Mooney?
I do like Mooney, but now that it sounds like JD is playing, I don't think I can bench McLaurin for Mooney. I'm going to go Terry.
Yeah, have we gotten any it's almost time. We've gotten any official word here on Daniels or clarification? I know we know Higgins is out.
Yeah, Higgins is out. I'm getting the inactives right now. The thing is, do the Commanders play? Are they in the early window or the later window? Because if they're the later window, we won't get it until later.
Yeah, it is later. Commanders is later, so
yeah.
Risky. But
I mean, if you don't want to risk it, you can go Mooney. But aren't they in the later window too? Maybe not.
Oh, Mooney. No, I don't think so. I think they're earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't want to risk it, you can go Mooney.
Yeah, it's like I keep saying, it's tough for McLaurin anyways. And you point out Jalen Johnson there, Bears defense. Maybe just eliminate the risk here and go Mooney. Mooney is in a good spot. Justin Guerin, starting Deebo, flex, Pearsall, Douglas, or McMillan.
I'm going Douglas here. I like Pop. McMillan, Pearsall, just very risky their usage, so gonna go Pop.
Yeah, definitely gonna go Pop here. Don't feel like those two are more than just a stash at this point. I just don't see Pearsall getting too many targets. We'll see. Tron Force, now speaking of Jaylen Daniels, he's thinking he's likely to play, although I don't know about that. We'll see. Would you go with Daniels over Tua or Bo Nix?
I mean, if he plays, yes, but you might as well. I think you probably should just roll with Tua and not risk it.
Right.
Not risk it.
Tua is in a good enough spot. You know, he'll get you points. So nope, just go Tua for now. And then Garrett, we can help you with this one. Got Joe Burrow. I think you can just play Joe Burrow over Jaylen Daniels, right?
Yeah, just go Joe Burrow. Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
All right, Jedi Koth, tight end in half. Andrews, Auden, or commit?
I'm going Otten. I mean, I know Andrews has been on fire, but man, Otten should get the targets here. I'm going to go Otten.
These guys are pretty close, but yeah, Auden should have more targets. I think if Flowers were out, I might go Andrews, but let's go Auden and see if he does what he did last week or something close. Prone wants to know the flex, McLaurin, Mooney, D-Hop, JSN.
Well, like we said, probably just go Mooney and not risk it. What if you wait? I mean, I guess if you wait, you could pivot to D-Hop with Terry, but maybe just go Mooney in that good matchup and not take the chance.
Yep, this is kind of like the last question. I don't feel better about D-Hop or Jason. Just go Mooney. Arena Worthy, Monty, Devontae Smith, or D-Hop? That's a tough one.
I think in PPR, I got to go Devonta Smith. He should bounce back this week. I know last week was terrible, but he was good every game before that. Right. You got to think they're going to get more involved. Should be a lot of passing in this game. I'm going to go Devonta Smith.
I have two. Go Devontae Smith in PPR. The JD Simon needs to drop one. Okay, so Jason, Dobbs, McMillan. Who would you drop?
McMillan. I don't think I can drop JSN yet. I definitely can't drop Dobbs. So I'm just going to drop McMillan back. You probably picked him up this week. Let's just send him back to the waiver wire.
Right. Exactly. I think Dobbs is the one you definitely want to keep here. We'll see. I don't know, man. If Jason does nothing today with TK Metcalf out, maybe we don't need to hold him, but I would still keep him for now. And then we got Alan Moore. And the question up here is 10-teamer. Needs 2-2-2 in a tight end. Okay. We got Pollard, Gibbs, B-Rob, Tyreek, Diggs, Adams, Neighbors, Dobbs, Worthy, and then Otner, Henry.
All right. Definitely Otner at tight end. Gibbs, Brian Robinson are going to be my running backs. Tyreek and Neighbors at wide receiver. Diggs and Adams will be my flexes.
All right, there you go. Gibbs, B-Rob, Tyreek, Diggs. Yeah, it's a 10-teamer. I was like, yeah, that's why. All right. Yep, agree there. Gecko. Yes, thank you. Trade Henry, Chubb, McLaurin for JT, Rico, Devontae, and Waddle.
All right.
So we're swapping stud running backs. Chubb, McLaurin, Rico. Rico is not in part. So Devontae and Waddle for Chubb and McLaurin.
Yeah, I think I just keep the Henry side. Again, I just really don't want to trade Derrick Henry right now. And Chubb should at least be serviceable. Terry with JD is great. Yeah, I don't think this is really an upgrade. I don't think the JT Devonta Waddle side is really an upgrade anywhere. I don't know which side you're getting here, but I'm going to take the Henry side.
True. I mean, I would say if at receiver you've got some sort of a hole, you're getting Devontae and Waddle, you're getting two really good receivers, and you're only giving up one, and I'm okay giving up Chubb, of course, but yeah, generally speaking, I don't want to trade Henry either. If this does help your receiver room significantly, then you could do it, but no, I mean, this kind of depends who else you have on your roster. But it's not we don't even know which side you're getting necessarily. All right, let's go to Asim Junaid. Hello from Bali. Put it on the map. All the way from Bali. And I know people are going to say $50,000. Let's keep in mind this is a different currency.
Yeah.
So, but whatever it is, thank you, Asim. We definitely appreciate you. All right, let's pick one. Not Higgins. Mooney, Keenan, Waddle. Wandale, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mooney. He's got the most upside here. Give me Mooney in a good matchup.
And then Hubbard or Bigsby.
Let's go Bigsby. Let's go Bigsby. Can't feel good about Chuba with Bryce.
Yeah, that's the thing. That whole offense, really, we just have to kind of stay away from for now. So Bigsby and Mooney it is. And good luck, Asim. Mike, start 2. Deebo, Pickens, Smith, Mooney, Dell.
Deebo's a must. Oh man, then it gets tough. I think I'm going Devonta Smith still.
Yeah, Deebo's a must. For me, it's between Dell and Smith. It's close. I think Smith is probably in a better spot, though. I mean, I do like taking Dell this week. I know I've said that, but I like Devontae Smith in general, like every week. So go Smith. Ricardo Andrade. Welcome back, Ricardo. Stroud or Caleb?
Stroud. Stroud should have a big game this week.
Yeah, definitely Stroud. And then pick 2 RBs and a flex. We got Swift, B-Rob, Hubbard, Etienne, Dobbs, Kincaid, Schultz.
All right, Kincaid at tight end for sure. You can't start. You can drop Schultz.
I was going to say
you don't need
Schultz here.
2 running backs going to be Swift and Brian Robinson, and I'm a flex Dobbs.
Yep, agree all that. Traded Javonte Ingram for Swift and Schultz last night. Don't love that.
I don't know about that one, but okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, why are you trading for Schultz? Who?
Yeah, don't love that trade. Trade Chuba for Waddle. Okay, if you can do that, yes, do that.
Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely go get Waddle for Chuba. Definitely do that.
Yeah. All right, Chris Signs. Appreciate you. We appreciate you too, Chris. Start 2. Devontae Smith, BTJ, Bigsby, Otten.
I think it's got to be the first 2. Bigsby, very risky. Otten, a tight end. Smith and BTJ in full PPR have the upside. First 2.
Yeah, first 2 for sure. And then he's got another one. Start 1. Olave or Harrison.
Yeah, both risky, but Harrison's got Kyler Murray. Chris Olave has Spencer Rattler. I'm going to go Harrison.
Both risky, sadly. Yeah, I guess for one more week until we get the starting quarterback in New Orleans, let's go Harrison. Rough times. Needs a receiver, a running back, and a flex between these guys.
All right, wide receiver. Actually, I'm just going to say right now, wide receiver and flex is going to be Brian Thomas and Adams. And running back, I'm going to go Naji in the slightly better matchup.
Yeah, running back is close. I think we're going to have to step away from Chuba this week, and then Pollard gets Detroit. So they'll go Naji. And then Ingram or Kraft. That's tough.
Nah, I'm going Ingram here. Yeah, I do like Kraft, but Kraft is also very risky. I'm going to go Ingram.
Ingram's good enough. Mr. Rivers, good morning. Knicks or Tua?
Tua. Definitely Tua. And Tyreek is officially active, so he's playing.
Yeah, I think you got to go Tua here. And then Miguel. What's up, Miguel? Also a frequent underdog user. Daniels or Dak?
Well, we'll know if Daniels is playing before Dak. So I think if Daniels plays, you play him. If not, you go to Dak.
All right, so keep an eye on that one. Pick 2, Waddle, Keenan, Bateman, Kirk.
Waddle, and I'd probably just go Keenan here. Let's go Keenan. Not a bad matchup for Keenan. Waddle and Keenan.
Yeah, Waddle for sure. Like I said, Bateman, not a great spot. Zay's playing, so pass on him. Just go Keenan. T. Davis needs 2, Bucky, Dowdle, Jacoby Myers.
Bucky and Jacoby. Bucky's playing as well. He's active. I don't expect a big Bucky game, but at least he's playing. Dowdle, yeah. Bucky and Myers.
Yeah, Dowdle. I mean, it can't be a good sign, even if Dalvin Cook doesn't get a ton of touches. Just the fact that they're now feeling like they need to go to him or find something else doesn't bode well for Rico. So,
Yep.
Caleb or Baker?
I'm still going Baker.
Going to go with Baker here too. All right, let's do a quick lightning round. Let's do some of these. We have a ton of comments and questions here, and we're catching up, guys. So be patient. If you super chatted, we will definitely answer your question. Let's do some quickies. Ace Filmer 92, JD or Burrow?
Just go Burrow. Don't risk it.
Yeah, Burrow. You don't have to worry about it. Andrew Phillips, Tank Bigsby or Olave?
I'll just go Olave here in PPR.
All right. What about Casey Cond? Thank you, Casey. Ferguson or Komet?
I do like Komet, but I think I got to go Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson, and then Rodgers or Dak. Might as well go with the Cowboy stack.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Dak.
All right. Solomon Grundy, favorite. Neighbors or Adams?
Still got to go Neighbors.
Yeah. Just see what he gives us. All right. Jedi Koth picked up Caleb. Should I plug Jaden back in if he plays? I think we kind of just said yes.
But, well, yeah, they play each other, so you'll know. Yes.
Right. And then Flex McLaurin or Brian Thomas. Just go Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I'll just go Brian Thomas here and not risk it.
Reginald, welcome back. Reginald Bicote, 3 and 4. Thanks to Cook. Did you get concussed?
Did you get concussed and you put like the wrong guys in your lineup?
Blaming Tua. Well, maybe it's Tua's fault. Tua or JD?
Just go Tua today. Again, you don't want to like have Jaylen Daniels be ruled out, in the third quarter of the morning, the first slate. Just go Tua.
Yeah. And then pick 3. So here you go. You get to put Tyreek Hill back in there. We need 3 though. Pickens, Hill, Hopkins, Dobbs. Okay, so only 1 sits.
I'm gonna bench Hopkins here. I just feel like the other guys have more upside.
Right. And Kincaid or Andrews?
Got to go Andrews, I think. He's just been better lately.
Yep. Kincaid has been underwhelming. Nemesis, Monty or Connor?
I'm going Connor. I like Connor a lot this week.
We got a Dodgers fan here, or maybe a Red Sox fan. Who knows? Yeah, I like Connor. Connor is in a great spot. Juan Rogers. Who to start? Keenan, D-Hop, or Zay Flowers?
Well, Zay Flowers is active. I like his matchup. Let's go Zay.
Yes, this might get tricky with D-Hop going forward, but right now, let's go Zay. J90. Baker or Purdy?
I'm going Baker. Either one of the Bakers. Not feeling a big Purdy week.
Yeah, I wonder if there was supposed to be a third option. Okay, well, here's J90. Baker or Cousins or Purdy?
I might go Cousins, actually. I do like Cousins against Tampa Bay. I might go Cousins.
Yeah, I figured that was supposed to be somebody else. I'm glad I saw that because Cousins is who I'm going with here too. All right, there you go, J90. CJ also wants to know Kelsey or Andrews.
I think you got to go Kelsey against the Raiders.
Yeah. Dobbins, Deebo, or Olave?
Deebo borderline must start for me, especially in PPR. Deebo.
Yes. Gotta go Deebo. Big trips. Flowers or Bigsby?
Flowers. Bigsby very risky. Flowers.
Yes. Gregory Green. Torn for the second flex. Bigsby or McMillan?
Well, here I'll go Bigsby. I mean, he's the lead back. He'll get touches. McMillan also very risky. So just give me Bigsby and hope maybe he scores in the first half. Hope maybe the Jags somehow keep it close. Bigsby it is. Too soon to trust McMillan. Jacob Hollingsworth needs 3. JT, Mason, Hunt, Javante. Who sits? I feel like we've had this before. Yeah, I think I got a bench Hunt here, but I don't like it. I'm benching Hunt.
Yeah, these are all good options, but I think Hunt is the odd man out. PM Chunk, welcome back. Jaden or Caleb?
Well, you'll know by the good news is you have them both in the same game. If Jaden plays, you play Jaden. If not, you go Caleb.
Yeah, right now, let's hope Jaden plays and play Jaden. B-Rob or Mooney in PPR?
B-Rob is safer, but I think Mooney has way more upside in PPR. I'm going to go with Mooney.
Yeah, we'll go Mooney. Not a great spot this week for B-Rob. So, and then there's the risk. What if Mariota plays and that offense just doesn't move the chains? Go Mooney. Tris is in the house.
What's up?
Start 1, 3 receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end and a flex. Have Baker, Tua. Which one? I think you've been saying Baker and I've been saying Tua.
I know I have, but now I'm kind of wondering if I should just go Tua with Tyreek playing. It's close. Maybe just go Tua.
I think that's fine. And then DJ Moore, Terry, Shakir, Demario Douglas, Christian Watson, Michael Wilson, Romo Dunze. We need 3 receivers.
All right, I'm going to go DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Pop.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk Watson, Wilson, or Dunze. You can't, Shakir. So even with Mariota playing, I guess Terry's going to make the lineup here. Brees, Eckler, Mason, Vidal, 2 running backs. It's got to be Brees and Mason, right?
Yeah, Brees and Mason. I'm going to go Ertz at tight. I'm going to go Ertz at tight end. And you know what? I'll probably just flex Shakir.
Yeah, I think at flex, it's either you take the points with Shakir, whatever he gets you, or you can roll the dice with Watson if you really want, but not feeling Watson this week. All right, John M. wants to know Purdy or Baker.
Here, I'll still go Baker. Again, not feeling a big Purdy week.
Yeah, here I'm going Baker too. Yvonne Garcia. Is this Taysom Hill or is this Tyreek Hill?
I hope that's Taysom Hill. If that's Tyreek Hill, that's insane.
I mean, for your sake, I hope it's Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
If it's Taysom Hill, I don't even know what to think about this. I'm not sure why you would do that. Look, if somebody gave you Tyreek Hill for TJ Hawkinson, they just need to quit. They just need to just wrap it up. So I don't know. I have more questions now than answers. Let's go to Stoke for Life Foundation. All right. 6-1, 10-teamer. It's half. Pick 2 receivers. Hill, Reed, Devontae Smith, BTJ.
All right, you got to start Tyreek Hill. And then, oh, man. This is tough. And then, oh, jeez. I mean, I really want to play Jaden Reed, but I really want to play Devonta Smith, but I kind of want to play BTJ, and I really want to play Javonte Williams.
I don't know. It's tough. This is the 10-teamer is why you got good options here. It's half PPR, which I think does make Javonte Williams more appealing as a flex.
Yeah, I think if it was my team, I'm going Hill, Reed, Javonte, but this is close.
Yeah. Hill is a no-doubter. I think I'm fine this week flexing Javonte. It's not the Jags, it's the Panthers, which is better. Reed gets the Jaguars. Man, for me, it's tough between Reed and Devontae Smith because both big play potential. I might go Devontae Smith, but Reed is just as good a choice. So, yeah, actually, I think that's what I would do. I would go Hill, Devontae Smith, and Javonte Williams. But if you want to flex, if you want to go Reed too, that's fine. All right, catching up here. We'll still get to your super chats, guys. I know if you did super chat anytime in the past hour, we're getting to you. Just a ton of questions today, which is good. But also, just bear with us as we catch up. Juan Nina. D-Hop, Worthy, Dobbs, MHJ for the flex. Not worthy, that's for sure. Look, sometimes it will be Harrison. At some point, you won't have to worry about this. It'll be Harrison, think we're going to say Dobbs here because I like Dobbs in that matchup with the Jags. He has a floor. He should have a high ceiling this week. D-Hop, I think Dobbs can do just as much as D-Hop this week. So we're going to say Dobbs. Alberto Reyes, Behar in a full PPR league flex. Ridley, Brown, or Olave. Can't be Ridley. Brown is like, get you a few points. Maybe he does something. It's risky, though. I don't know. I might just risk Olave here. Guess Chase Brown's a little bit safer. But I don't know. Brown or Olave?
Yeah, in full PPR, I'm just going to go Olave.
Yeah. Let's see. Dazzle, I don't know. I don't remember seeing a chat from Dazzle. If you have a question, you can still drop it and we'll get to it. JP, Lockett or Dell?
Dell.
Ingram or Kraft? I think
I'm going Kraft. I mean, sorry, Ingram. I'm going Ingram.
I was about to say, I think we've been saying Ingram. I mean, it's close. But I think in PPR, you got to go Ingram. Fake jabs. Chuba or Dell?
Dell. Just give me Dell. He's got way more upside. I mean, I can't say he has less risk, but he's got more upside.
Yeah, I'm liking Dell this week. Shoot, even if it was a non-PPR, I still might go Dell. All right, Keith has questions. What's up, Keith? 2 questions. Bigsby or McMillan? I think still got to be Bigsby.
Yeah, I think Bigsby. He'll get the touches.
No, this is interesting. With a QB scoring 6 points for touchdowns, and is that -4 for an interception? Is that possible? Jameis or Jaylen Daniels?
What kind of league is this where you hate fun? Like, why would you do this? This is like oh, I guess it's slightly better than a league that penalizes you for a kicker missing. Like as if having kickers isn't bad enough. Well, the problem is if you wait for Jaylen Daniels, because well, hold on. Do the Browns play the morning game, right?
Right.
The early slate.
Yep.
So if you wait for Jaylen Daniels and he's out,
what do you do?
Who's your pivot? I mean, I certainly do not want to put Jameis Winston in over Jaylen Daniels, but you need to have a good pivot,
right?
Like if you have somebody decent you can pivot to from Jaylen Daniels if he's ruled out at the last second, then I would just wait for Daniels. But if the option is Daniels or a 0, then I guess you got to just put Jameis in.
I will say at least, even though it would scare me to death to put Jameis Winston in a league where you get penalized at all for interceptions, much less -4, which still is kind of insane. At least he gets the Ravens, right? This is a horrible defense. You could definitely put up multiple touchdowns. And just trying to look here, the Ravens, they only have 5 interceptions on the season. So maybe they won't pick him off more than like 3 or 4 times. But anyways,
and they are down Marlon Humphrey and
that's right.
Another corner. I can't remember his name. They're down 2 of their top corners, so it's not a bad It's not a bad spot for Jameis. So maybe just put him in and don't risk it.
Yep, I think you kind of have to here. You don't have to. I would. Flirtsy. Hey, lineup question. Got those guys in. Yes, who to play? Receiver flex. Got Terry, Jason, Olave, Bigsby, Tolbert, Odunze. So we need 1 receiver or 2 receivers? I guess 2 receivers.
2 receivers?
Yeah.
Terry and Olave, and then I flex Tolbert.
Yeah, assuming 2 receivers. So let's go with that. Yes. All right. And then we got Ivan Garcia again. Bateman, Pearsall, pick 1. Let's go Bateman.
Yeah, I think you just got to go Bateman.
Pretty agreed. Jesus. Murray or Tua?
I'm still going Murray personally. Although he may have not have slept with entire weekend, and maybe he's going to be terrible. I don't know.
You never know. This is a close call, Murray or Tua. I'm gonna give this slight edge to Tua, but I think could go either way, Jesus. So kind of a coin flip. Carlos Mello. Let me see. Is there a question attached? Don't see one. All right, Carlos, we're catching up, so I'm gonna say we're gonna look for your question. I don't know if you happen to see it. Carlos. All right, Carlos, we're gonna. Oh wait, never mind. I found it. It was back up here. Tank, Terry, or Deebo? Gotta play Deebo.
Deebo, definitely Deebo. Deebo's gotta be close to a must start this week.
Yeah, I like Tank Dell, but gotta go Deebo. He's good to go. All right, next is Mr. Rivers. Is Etienne out? Still think he's listed as questionable, but he's probably not going to play.
He's officially out now.
Oh, he is. All right, well, there you go. Yeah. He's out. Snarf. Thank you. Appreciate it, Snarf.
Snarf. Nice. Thundercats. Let's go.
Baker or Cousins?
I'm going to go Cousins against Tampa Bay.
Yep. And then MHJ or Otten?
I think I still got to go Marvin Harrison here.
Yeah. Otten is a solid tight end option. Maybe he does outscore Harrison again, but let's go Harrison here. Jeff needs a flex. B-Rob or Dobbs? It's full PPR.
In full PPR, I'm going to go Dobbs. I think he has the upside in this matchup against Jacksonville.
Yes. Not a great spot for B-Rob. Let's go Dobbs here. Who isn't a great spot? Nathan 24, Sutton, Keenan, Worthy, Coleman, or Tillman. I guess pick your favorite.
I guess Keenan. Sutton's not bad though, but man, it's very risky. I guess I just go Keenan.
Oh man. I might go. I mean, Tillman is in a great spot, but very risky. I might go Sutton though, because I do like Sutton. He's got obviously the best matchup you can with the Carolina Panthers. I feel a little bit safer with him than Keenan. I think I would go Sutton. Thailand is in the house. Gabriel,
nice.
Corshane, hello from Thailand. I can't even imagine what time it is there. Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, or BTJ at the flex. You don't like this one.
It's just these guys are all like,
I know.
We keep getting even on. I was just answering questions on DraftLane. Keep getting these Brian Thomas, Garrett Wilson questions, and it's just like, I don't know. I think I lean Brian Thomas. He's just been good. He's got the upside. Because again, like which Jets which are the like how much Christian Gonzalez are these two Jets receivers going to see? I'll just go Brian Thomas here, but this is like triple Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, and the question here also is who gets the most targets? Is it Devontae Adams? Is it Garrett Wilson? Last week it was pretty even and it was pretty low. And are they really going to need to pass a lot against the Patriots? So yeah, maybe just eliminate that. I don't know what you want to call it. Mess. Just go BTJ. We got Metallic Fox. Kyler or Tua?
I'm still going Kyler here. I'm gambling that he got some rest this weekend and he's ready to go.
Could very well be totally subconscious homerism on my part, but I'll give Tua a little bit of an edge, but it's really close. This could go either way. Amaya Macha. Higgins is out, so Worthy, Dowdle, or Yoshi?
I might just gamble on Worthy here. They're all gambles, but what's the upside for Dowdle? Yoshi, you just really need a touchdown. I'll just go with Worthy and hope for the best.
Yeah, Worthy or Yoshi gets a short touchdown, or Worthy hope for a long touchdown. So I guess go Worthy. Annabelle Robinson, Ridley or Tillman? Don't think it's Ridley.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Tillman. He gets the Ravens. It's a great matchup for him. And Jameis Winston. Let's just go Tillman.
Yep. And then Kelsey or Otten.
I think you still got to go Kelsey here. Gets the Raiders.
Yeah, that one's tough. Otten could get a ton of targets, but Kelsey should still get a ton of targets too. So let's go Kelsey. Chris Moore. Sit one. Mixon, Mason, Hunter, Connor. I guess
I got to sit Hunt. I don't think you can't sit Mixon, Connor in too good of a spot, Mason in too good of a spot. I'm going to sit Hunt.
Yeah. Tough choice. And then pick one, Waddle, Dell, or Dobbs. Now we can only pick one of those guys.
I think it's going to be Waddle with Tua back. But again, man, tough choices here. Tough choices for sure.
Yeah, you can have a lot of good players on your bench, but let's go Waddle. And then Sergio Morales, torn between Garrett Wilson, Jaden Reed, or Devontae Smith for two receivers. Here we go. Two of them. Who sits? Garrett Wilson?
I think I'm... Oh, man, let me see something here. That didn't even help. Yeah, I think I'm sitting Garrett Wilson, but I don't want to sit any of these guys this week, but I think I'm sitting Garrett Wilson if I have to.
I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson because again, just look at the matchup, the defensive matchup. Wilson has the toughest matchup. It's not like the Patriots are shutting down receivers, but he could get Christian Gonzalez. I just feel like this is going to be the lowest scoring game out of all these three. So and then who knows? Who knows how the targets are going to be distributed there? So there it is. All right, as we still catch up to super chats, we're going to just remind you, we got a lot lined up. We will get to them all. Still have an hour left before kickoff. John Wickering just became a member, I think it was last week, not too long ago. Let's not make John wait. John with a very generous super chat. Thank you, John. We appreciate you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
All right, so who wins?
Okay.
My team is Hurts, JT, Cook, Lamb, Neighbors, Otten, Stevenson, Pitts, Boswell, and then there's the bench. Versus Mayfield, Mixon, Monty, JJ, BTJ, Kittle, Cup, Detroit, and Koo, and then he's got a bench. So which team you like better, I guess, is the question.
John, I think sadly I like his team better. JT Cook versus Mixon Demont. That feels close. Lamb Neighbors versus JJ Brian Thomas. I mean, I guess I would give you the slight edge there, but he already had Cup have a nice game. Maybe Stevenson can match him. I think he's got you slightly a tight end. I don't really know. I mean, defense, Detroit versus Pitt. I mean, yeah, it should be even. Yeah, it'll be close, though. This will be close. I think, but yeah.
Well, I think, okay, if your team is first here, John, I'll say I like Hurts over Mayfield. So you got the edge there. JT, Cook versus Mixon, Monty. I think that's pretty much a tie, right? You're saying that's like,
yeah.
I don't think there's a very edge. Now, the problem is he has JJ, and JJ already did JJ things, right? He had a good game. But you got Lamb, and you got Neighbors. I think Neighbors could have a big game. He could outscore BTJ, but that's close. Kittle, though, probably gives the edge over Auden, and then I think it's flex. He got Cup. Cup was good, right? Good enough, decent. Got what, like?
You got like 16.
16,
16
right?
points in PBR.
Is Stevenson going to get 16 points?
Yeah. Maybe. He could.
So that's the thing, is the flex, and I don't know if you have anybody. I mean, would you swap, like, take a chance on D-Hop or anybody over Stevenson? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This will be close. I will say you should be glad. I think his team, he's got Connor on the bench. I would probably put Connor in over Monty if I were him, but hey, don't tell him that.
Right.
This is going to be close, though. And you have kickers and defenses in play. Who knows what could happen? So it's pretty close either way. Well, good luck, John. I think your lineup is set the way it needs to be set.
Yep.
All right, Dennis Johnson, 2 and 5. All right, let's keep making moves. Don't give up yet. Rate my team rest of the season. We got 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. Daniels, Gino, Achan, Jacobs, Dobbins, Connor, Bucky, Puka, Hill, Neighbors, Deontay, and Ridley.
Yeah, this team looks like it's ready to make a run. You got Puka back, you got Tyreek Hill back with Tua, you got Neighbors still.
Yep.
You got Achan ready to come. You got good running. You got Kelsey and Njoku. Yeah, this team is ready to make a run for sure. I would not do anything drastic here. This team is loaded for the second half.
Yeah, you've had some bad luck, obviously, but what I would say, I think you probably agree with me, Chris. You got Kelsey and Njoku. You could probably deal Kelsey and kind of sell high on him and maybe get a better running back or receiver.
Yep, go for it.
You don't need to do a whole lot. You're deep. You're good. You're good. Green, Candle, Crypto.
All right.
Olave, Flowers, or Waddle needs 2.
Yeah, let's bench Olave here. Too risky with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah. General Bacon is back. Douglas or Pearsall?
I'm just gonna go Pop. Pearsall, very, very risky with who knows what his role will be. Let's just go Pop.
Yes, definitely Douglas. Some people in the chat were asking who is Pop. It's Pop Douglas. That's his nickname.
Yeah, Demario Douglas. Demario Douglas is Pop.
Douglas. Metallic Fox, now pick 1. Adams, Waddle, or Neighbors?
I think it still has to be Neighbors. Neighbors still a must start for me till further notice.
Yeah, gotta go Neighbors. Gareth Taylor. Welcome, Gareth from Stockholm. I'm seriously going to start writing these down so we remember where they're from.
Yeah.
Stockholm, Sweden. Welcome, Gareth. In standard, drop Bucky for Warren or Ray Davis.
I don't think so. I think I prefer Bucky.
Yeah. Bucky still has a path to touches. Warren in standard, what does Warren get you? It gets you basically nothing. No. Marco. Start JD or Murray?
Is Murray in the no, Murray's in the early slate.
They're in the early ones, yeah. I think it just
you might want to just go Murray and not risk it.
Yeah. Yeah, Murray should be good enough. And then 3 receivers. Waddle, McLaurin, Mooney, Olave, Pearsall.
I'm gonna go the first 3. Here.
Yes.
Olave and Pearsall just very risky this week.
Kraft or Muth?
Gotta go Kraft.
Yeah. Kraft it is. All right. Good luck, Marco. All right. Mr. Moolah. Pitman or Bateman?
I'm probably going to go Pitman here. He's still the number 1 wide receiver. Zay Flowers is playing. It's not the Bucs secondary. I'm going to go Pitman.
Yeah. Just go Pitman here. Can't love him, but can't love Bateman either. Seth Swirsky got 2 questions. Welcome back, Seth. Last flex, Ladd or Keenan?
I think I'm just going to go Ladd.
Ladd is playing. It's a decent matchup for him. Let's go Ladd. Stroud or Knicks? It's got to be Stroud.
Definitely going Stroud here. Definitely going Stroud.
Yeah, like Stroud a lot this week. Alberto Reyes, Behar. Would you trade Swift and Mason for Amari Cooper?
Yeah, I would do this. Mason, this is probably his last week as a starter. Then you get the bye. Then you get CMC back. Yeah, give me Cooper. Give me Cooper here.
I think this is a good time to sell Mason. Yeah, why not? Lex Dad, 5 and 2, half PPR, money league. Needs 1 receiver and 1 flex from those 4.
I do like Rachaad White, but I think in half PPR, I'm going to go Waddle and Mooney.
Yeah, Waddle, the receiver for sure. It is half PPR. I don't know. Yeah, that's. Look, if you want to gamble on the upside, I do like Rachaad White this week, but there's no guarantees. Mooney should be solid though, so Mooney's probably your better bet. Different PPR league needs two. Harrison, Cook, Tank, Madison, McMillan.
All right, I'm definitely going James Cook here. And then I think I'm still going Marvin Harrison in full PPR. Tank risky. Madison, terrible matchup. McMillan, very risky. Harrison and Cook.
Yep, let's go with those first two. All right. Next up is Will Davies. 10-team standard. We need two. Terry, Romeo, Bigsby.
I think it's standard. I'm just going to go Romeo and Bigsby. Not risk it with Terry in a tough matchup.
Yep. Agree. And then Russ or Caleb?
I'm going to go Russ at home against the Giants. I like that matchup.
Yeah, he should be decent for you. Again, not feeling the Bears game is going to be very high scoring. Piff, full PPR, JD or Caleb? Well, same thing.
Now, JD if he plays. Otherwise, I guess you're going Caleb.
Yeah. And then flex Jason or Dunze or Chuba.
I guess here I'll go JSN.
Yeah. I really don't want to go JSN, but agree. Chuba is just not a good spot. All right, JSN, let's do something. Zach Ames, Ramondre Dobbs, or Wan'Dale Robinson for the flex.
I'm going, well, it doesn't say what scoring it is. If it's PPR, I'll go Dobbs. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Stevenson. Although I kind of almost want to play Dobbs either way.
Yeah, I think I'm fine going Dobbs regardless of format. Let's go Dobbs. Shoot for that upside. Mac P, Dak or Knicks?
Gotta go Dak. Gotta go Dak.
Ertz, Disley. Is this a first? Maybe our first ever. Will Disley question? Actual question. It's not.
Yep.
Going Ertz.
No, I'm gonna go Ertz. Ertz, either with or without Daniels, I really like Ertz, so I'm going with Ertz.
Yes. Dubs 40. Jacoby Myers, Hopkins, or Douglas?
I might go Pop here. I like Myers. I like Hopkins, but I don't know what the upside is for those guys. I might just go Pop.
This is where it gets close. And I'd say you feel good enough about the target share for those other two that I will say no to Hopkins. Oh, man. I think Pop. I mean, look, who's got the better quarterback situation now, the Raiders or the Patriots? I think it's now the Patriots. So let's just go Pop Douglas. Juice has no questions. First time ever.
Nice.
He's like, I'm good. All right.
That's awesome. A good feeling.
It's a good idea, Sir Boomer. Boomer, you always have great ideas. We need a dustiness level meter and a trap level chart.
Yeah. That's true.
That's a good idea. How can we really think about that? You know anybody who does graphic design? Victor Figueroa, Naji, or B-Rob?
Give me Brian Robinson. Give me Brian Robinson.
Yeah, Naji's fine. Like B-Rob has a little more touchdown upside. Does this depend on you, for you, as far as whether JD plays?
No, I think I go Brian Robinson either way.
Yeah. Naji. All right. Let's keep going. Catch up to the super chats with Arthur. Bateman, Hopkins, or Mostert. It's full PPR.
I'll just go Hopkins here. None of these guys jump out to me as must starts or anything. I'll just gamble on Hopkins.
Yeah, I don't really want to start Mostert, Bateman, only if they would have been hurt. So let's try Hopkins. Grumpy Snacks. Trust Deebo? Yes, I think you can trust Deebo.
Yes. Yeah. Put Deebo in. Put Deebo in. Should be a monster Deebo game.
And you don't need to double up with tight ends. Wouldn't do that anyways. Cornelius is back. Cornelius Terry. Pick one. To flex, HN, Bigsby, Hunt, Gibbs. Just one.
I think I'm still going Gibbs over Achane.
Yeah, how do you have both as flex options? Yeah, I really want HN in my lineup, but I don't think you can sit Gibbs, just period. Pick one receiver. Wide receiver 2? I don't know. Wandale, Bateman. Okay, now I'm confused. Wandale, Bateman, or Wandale?
Yeah, even with Wandale in there twice, I'm going Bateman. Just more upside.
Yeah, I guess so. And in the second league, pick one. Flowers, Dobbs, Hopkins.
I'm going Flowers, although I do like Dobbs, but I'm going Flowers. He's good to go. He's got a good matchup.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't trade one of those players to your other team in the other league. That's not how it works. All right, Annabelle Robinson now, Ramondre or Mostert?
I'm just going to go Ramondre. He's healthy. Jets run defense doesn't scare me. Mostert really needs a touchdown. I'm going to go Stevenson.
Yeah. Ramondre. It is Ramondre. Aaron K. Hey, Aaron. Happy Sunday. Needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers in a flex. Got HN, B-Rob, Connor, Sun God, Devontae Smith, Harrison, Cooper, Dobbs.
All right, Connor and HN at running back, Sun God, Devonta Smith at wide receiver, and I'm gonna. Man, I think I'm gonna flex Cooper, but I don't like benching Dobbs this week.
Yeah, trying to get Dobbs in lineups, but I agree. You don't want to bench Cooper. Yep, HN, Connor, Sun God, Smith, and Cooper. You got a good team there, Aaron. You got good choices. Jordan Dumas, going back to earlier, apparently it was the wrong tank. Bigsby, not Dell. Okay. So Bigsby or D-Hop?
I'm going to go D-Hop then in PPR. Just give me D-Hop.
Yeah, that does change things. Different tank. Who would have thought we had multiple tanks? All right. So now in this case, go D-Hop. JPC 123. Would you drop the Bills defense to go with the Lions? It's a must-win week, I guess. I mean, the Bills.
Yeah. I would just go Lions at home against the Titans. Give me that. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, if you really need some upside at defense, however that works, just go with Lions. Paul Venditti, T-Mac or
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride. I think Trey McBride or Kraft.
I still going McBride here. If I got McBride, he's just in my lineup. I'm not really thinking about it.
Yeah, even though Kraft has scored many more touchdowns than McBride, McBride still gets you that floor in full PPR. Maybe he'll actually score this week. Who knows? But Kraft has much lower floor. Oh, yes, Julio. Thank you for recognizing the shirt is back. Fire up your Dolphins. That's a good idea. I should get the Merino wig. That should be my Halloween outfit because I already have his jersey, so I just need the wig.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Save me. Juan Carlos Arredondo Melendez. Dobbins or JT in standard?
Still got to go JT. JT a must start.
And this is interesting because JT, maybe first game back, he won't be, smashing. And it's a great spot for Dobbins, but I got to start JT. I can't sit JT. Paul also wants to know, Paul Venditti, Amari, Marv, or Pollard at the flex in full.
Amari Cooper is the one I feel the best about here, especially in full PPR.
Yeah, Amari, I think, is the best option here. I'm going to agree with that. Tris wants to know real quick. I think this is for you. How are the California Quakes doing?
The California Quakes are 2-5. But in fairness to the California Quakes are the 5th highest scoring team. They've just been getting rocked by terrible matchups every week. Also, the California Quakes have no idea who I think the 10 IDP guys we have to start every week are. We don't even know who they are. And somehow we're still the 5th highest scoring team. So all that being said, I'm very proud of the California Quakes because Doing well. I think they're in. Think I'm in 11th place right now. I think I'm in 11th out of 14. It's out of 14 though, not 12. That's out of 14. But there's still time. There's still time.
10. Did you say 10 IDP players?
It might be 8. Yeah, and I don't even know. Like honestly, I don't even.
That's insane.
So it was. I don't want to go too deep because we're running out of time. We got a lot of questions, but it was an auction league. I just waited till the very end and just took all the $1 defense players. I literally don't even know who half of them are. More than half of them. I think my offense. I bet if there was a way to separate it, I have probably one of, if not the top scoring offense in the league. I have Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, Kenneth Walker, and it's in a league that very heavily favors running backs on offense. But my IDP, I think I lose an IDP every week. I think that's where I lose, honestly.
Well, there you go. It's a little learning curve here, right? 808 Mike dropped super chat. Don't see a question, so we're going to keep it moving to make sure we get all the super chats in before kickoff. Derek Gonzalez, Shakir, Douglas, Downs, Shepard, pick one.
I'm going Pop, aka Demario Douglas. I guess I should say Demario Douglas, aka Pop. I'm going Demario Douglas.
Yeah, I'll go Douglas here as well. Got a new member, Dakota Rowe. Thank you, Dakota.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. When we see a question, we'll put it up. But we are now visited by Yoey the Great.
All right.
Well, this is like what we just had, Crafter McBride.
Yeah, I'm just starting McBride.
Yeah, agree. It's McBride. Leo Hilo, who definitely uses the Draft Lane app. I know I've seen his questions on there. 3 and 4, Caleb or Mahomes? We're going Mahomes, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going Mahomes.
Okay, how many do we need here? Needs one running back, okay, and 2 receivers. What are the 2 receivers? Dell and
I guess Sutton. Dell and Sutton. JT at running back.
Yeah. 1 flex.
I guess what does it say? The scoring? I guess I'll flex JSN, I guess.
And then trade Bigsby Downs for Cooper and Corum. Sure. Get Cooper, why not?
Yeah, I'll take Cooper.
Let's do that. Oh, here's 808 Mike. Good morning. Kraft or Pitts?
I think I go Pitts here. Pitts has been mostly good. I know it's tough to bench Kraft, but Pitts has been good, and he gets that Bucks matchup again. I'm gonna go Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts is fine this week, and then flex. It's got to be Deebo, right?
Deebo must start.
Yeah, Chris Laborde. The biggest bust. Sorry, he's just telling us here. The biggest bust so far. Got two quarterback. A quarterback and with 2 Cardinals, I should say. Murray and Harrison. Don't agree with that.
There's no way Murray is a bigger bust than Anthony Richardson, who was picked like 3 rounds ahead of No, Anthony Richardson is the biggest QB bust, hands down, not even close. Kyler Murray's had like 3 big games this year. Anthony Richardson has done nothing. Travis Etienne, I agree. Wide receiver, yeah, it probably is Marvin Harrison because he was a first-round pick. I think Pittman's close. And yeah, Laporta definitely at tight end.
Laporta easily the biggest bust.
Yeah.
Harrison,
but Anthony Richardson, biggest bust at QB, like hands down.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny though. Everyone perceives Kyler to be like the worst quarterback now. I mean, yeah. All right,
he's just up and down.
He's always been like that.
Anthony Richardson is just down.
Just
like there's no ups. It's just down.
So far. All right, Dakota, I appreciate you having the membership there. All right, so with T. Higgins out, Tillman and McMillan keep Harrison on the bench.
I would go Harrison and Tillman if it's me, because Tillman gets that Ravens secondary and Jameis Winston. So I would go Harrison and Tillman. I don't think I can bench Harrison for these guys.
Yeah, it's too soon for McMillan. Keep saying that. So Harrison and Tillman is what we're gonna say. Thomas, safer, Pop, Bateman, or McMillan?
I don't know if any of these guys are safe, but it's probably Pop.
Yeah, Pop should definitely have the highest floor here. Should. So I think I would go Pop either way. Let's get next to Arturo Aguilera. Welcome, Arturo. Wandale or Terry McLaurin?
I mean, if with or without JD, I probably still go Terry here. Wandale Robinson.
Yeah. No,
whatever.
Ceiling. Just take a shot on Terry. Hope he scores or makes a big play, even if JD doesn't play. But the JD might play. Derek Gonzalez, couple of quick hitters here. Kyler or Caleb?
Kyler
it is. Derek Gonzalez and Njoku or Andrews?
Njoku.
Yep. Njoku it is. All right. Still catching up to Super Chats, guys, so hold tight. Tariq Washington. Ramondre, Chubb. Chuba needs 2.
I'm benching Chuba. Just give me Ramondre and Chubb this week.
Yeah. Man, that Panthers offense, like, are they even going to score is the question. Like, are they even going to score a point? Maybe a field goal. JCR Melts also got the membership. Welcome back, JCR. You've been here. Let's get to Royland. Ramondre or Hubbard? Well,
Ramondre. Going Ramondre.
Nathan. Hopkins, Rome, Bateman, Pearsall, Ridley, Tillman. We need 2.
Tillman and I guess Tillman and Bateman.
Yeah, I think Tillman's the one I kind of feel the best about. Michael Hopkins, just to see if he does something today over Bateman. It's close between those two. Jiffy, 23. One flex. Jason, Olave, Jaylen. Which Jaylen is that? Douglas, Otten.
All right, I'm going to go Naji over Tank at running back. One flex. I think I still got to go Olave here.
I'm trying to think. Jalen, is that Jalen Naylor? Can't be Jalen Naylor.
No, probably Jalen McMillan.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think Douglas is probably your floor play here. Olave has some upside, so it's one of those two, depending on how much risk you want to take on. Ben Howerton, Keon Coleman, Bateman, or Ricky Pearsall?
I'll just go Bateman.
Yeah, in this case, I'll go Bateman as well. We have Godleet. Is that what that is? I can't tell exactly. Godleet. Start 2. Hopkins, Hunter, Henry, Dowdle, White, or Demario Douglas. It's full PPR.
Tight end premium. I'm going to go White. White and Demario Douglas, I think, slightly over D-Hop.
Yeah, the tight end premium is not making me pick Hunter Henry. Sorry. And for Superflex, Dak, Russ, or Drake May?
Dak. Going Dak.
Yeah, definitely go Dak. All right, John. Well, Flowers is playing, but you still play him over Bateman and JSN.
Yes, I'm still playing Flowers is playing. He should be good.
All right, JCR Melts, what's up? Deebo is back in half. Deebo over DG Moore and Amari Cooper.
Yes, Deebo almost over everybody. Like Deebo with no Ayuk should smash.
Yeah, you got to start Deebo this week. And then Burger Craft.
I'm going Ferguson still.
Yep, going Ferguson as well. Daniel Hart, Bucky or Chuba?
Let's just go Bucky. He's playing. I just don't want that Panthers offense in my lineup.
Yeah, you just gonna have to back all the way off of Chuba. And then flex Ladd, Kraft, Braylon Allen.
Go Ladd McConkey.
Yeah. And then Carosa, Douglas or Yoshi?
So many Douglas questions. I'm going to go Douglas. I like Douglas. Let's go Douglas.
Yep, like Douglas too. Kittle starting and Komet at my flex. I mean, I guess that's fine if your other choice is Yoshi. I mean,
yeah,
that's fine. All right, Chris has a question. JD might play. Okay, JD or Caleb? Keep saying.
Well, they play. The nice thing is they play each other, so you'll know before the game that if JD is playing or not. If JD plays, I'm putting him in over Caleb.
Right. If he plays, you play Daniels. Have McLaurin, Olave, Flowers, Pittman, Stevenson on the bench, but you got DJ and Swift. You gonna swap out any of those guys? I would put Flowers in.
Yeah, I would probably put Flowers in over DJ Moore or Swift.
Right.
Yeah.
Jordan keeps making it trickier. Now he's saying he's got Pop too. So Bigsby, D-Hop, or Pop at the flex?
Yeah, in full PPR, I might go Pop over D-Hop.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Rise, what's up? Rise above anything. Cousins or Tua?
I'm going to go Cousins against the Bucks.
Yeah, we got to take advantage of the Cousins matchup here. Are you dropping Zach Moss for Kendry Miller?
Yeah, probably. Sure. I don't know. I mean, look, Kendry Miller actually got somewhat involved in whoever the Dennis Allen actually said nice things about him. So, yeah, maybe.
I mean, Moss is droppable. Kendry Miller might be a little early, but sure, you can do this. Take a chance for some upside. Matthew Temple. Yes, Higgins is out. Evans is out. One receiver, one flex, one tight end from this bunch. Ferguson or Kraft? We've been saying Ferguson.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ferguson over Kraft, and I'm going to go Lockett at wide receiver with Rachaad White at the flex.
I'm good with that. All right, we got Vince Sanchez. Good morning from the 619. All right, thank you, Vince. Appreciate you. Full PPR. Do I start with JT, Dowdle, or Mostert?
I think you just got to roll with Mostert and hope he scores, because what is Dowdle? Yeah.
No, not Dowdle. Then one flex. Ooh, Hill, Rashawn Johnson, Pop, Tolbert.
Or loser of question one. No. I'm going to go Tolbert here. I like Pop is fine, but Tolbert has more upside. I'm going to go Tolbert.
Yeah, it's one of those two guys. I'm fine taking a chance on Tolbert if you need some upside. Good luck, Vince. All right, SoFly, Rashad or BTJ?
I think I still got to go Brian Thomas here.
Right. I like Rachaad White. I like his upside, but I'm not going to put him over a guy like BTJ. Different league, Rashad or Olave.
Well, here I'll go Rashad.
Yeah, that's a different situation. Go Rachaad White. Ruben. Kincaid or Andrews?
I'm just going to go Andrews. He's been better. He's got touchdown upside. Let's go Andrews.
Yep. Go with Andrews. Preston W. Keon Coleman or Jalen McMillan?
I'll just go Keon Coleman. Again, I just want to. Very risky to put McMillan in already. I might just go Keon Coleman here. I don't know. It might not even matter at the end of the day, to be honest, but go Coleman.
Well, at least we know we've seen Keon Coleman can get those end zone shots, downfield shots. McMillan, we'll have to see how he adjusts to getting more attention from the defense and how much he'll be used. So I can just go Coleman this week. That guy wants to know between Dobbs or Bigsby in full PPR.
Definitely Dobbs here. Let's not risk it with Bigsby.
Yes, like Dobbs a lot this week. Matthew Wilkins, PPR, start 3. Bijan, Monty, Walker, Dobbins, Mason.
Got to start Bijan. Got to start Walker. Mason or Monty. So close between those guys. I think I got to give Monty another chance, though. One thing about Mason is he's kind of struggled near the goal line this year. Monty does not struggle near the goal line. I'll go Bijan, Walker, Monty.
Yeah, Bijan, Walker, a must. Kind of feeling Mason based on the matchup of the Dallas run defense. And I just, he gets generally more of the the touches than Monty. It's super close though, because it might just come down to who scores a touchdown, which we don't know. So I'm leaning Mason, but Matthew, I guess do with that what you will. Thomas in Dynasty needs 2: Pitman, Wicks, Yoshi, Liggett, Algier.
I think I'm just gonna go Pitman and Wicks. Yoshi very risky. Liggett, come on, Bryce Young can't do it. Algier, I'll just go Pitman and Wicks.
Yeah, I'm not ready to risk a guy like Liggett. Algier, you shouldn't have to go with. So Pittman and Wicks, your best bets for touchdown, maybe. All right. Juice is calling it a Taysom Hill week. Why not? He's actually playing.
Why not?
David Williams in half. Russ or Kyler?
I'm still going Kyler.
Yeah, go with Kyler here. Then Pickens, Waddle, Deebo, Zay, Wandale.
I mean, are we only picking one? It's Deebo. I would rank them Deebo, Zay, Waddle, Pickens, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't know how many you need here, but definitely not Wandale. Kamar, Hibbs, Henry Gibbs. Well,
I'm going to rank him Henry Gibbs, Kamara.
Yeah, I can sit Kamar here for sure, this group. Paul Venditti, Burrow, Baker.
Burrow.
Yep, got Burrow. You're good. Shivana Walker needs 2: Flowers, Mooney, B-Rob.
Assuming it's PPR, I'm benching Brian Robinson. If it's non-PPR, I'll probably bench Mooney.
Right. This format might matter. Flowers, Mooney, if it's half or full PPR, are your best bets. Ethan Johnson, what do you think of this? Giving Evans to get Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, just take Tyreek Hill. He's healthy. We think he's healthy. He's got Tyreek. Yeah, he's got Tua coming back. Just take Tyreek.
I would take this no matter what, even before Evans was injured. And now, why is somebody trading away Tyreek Hill right now? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But take this. Take Tyreek. Dripping with joy. That's how we all hope to feel after today. PPR, QB, Purdy, Rodgers, Wilson.
I'm just going to go Russ on Monday night. I don't feel good about Rodgers or Purdy this week.
Yeah, I agree with that. Connor, Hunt, Waddle. Is that a flex? Man.
I think I'm going to go Connor even in PPR. It could be a big Connor week. I do like Waddle, but I think Connor is safe and he's got a ceiling.
Yeah, I hate to bench Waddle, but yeah, Connor is such a good spot. Let's just go Connor here. 95. Hey, needs one more running back. Would you start Cook or B-Rob?
I'm going James Cook over B-Rob.
Not a great spot for B-Rob and the risk of Mariota being the quarterback. Yeah, just go Cook. Bird Talk 93 saying he didn't. I don't remember seeing the super chats. Let's look for it. Or Bird Talk, if you want to just put the question in a regular chat, we'll get to it. All right, let's keep going though. Got to block the spam bots as well. Old Man Jones. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex in PPR. Cooper, Dell, BTJ, Bigsby, HN, Bucky, Mason. 2, 2, and 1 flex. I think
Cooper and BTJ. I'm going to go Cooper, BTJ at wide receiver. HN, Mason at running back. And then I'm going to flex Dell.
That's exactly what I would do. Other league need to flex Pop, Bateman, Wicks, or is that Trey Tucker?
I'm going to go Pop.
Yes. Go Pop.
Who are we looking for? We're looking for Birdman?
No, Bird Talk 93.
Bird Talk. Oh, Bird Talk. Yeah, I know Bird Talk. Okay.
All right. Hang tight, Bird Talk. Unruly Drip. It needs 2 running backs. Chase Brown, Naji, and Tank Bigsby.
I guess Naji and Tank. Let's gamble. The Jags can keep it somewhat competitive.
Yeah, take the 2 guys you feel like you're getting more touches. That's, I think, the logic here. Just go Tank and Naji. Alex Flowers, Diggs or Reed? I'm guessing Jaden Reed.
Oh, this is tough, but I think you got to go Diggs. I think you got to go Diggs this week against the Colts.
Yeah, Diggs such a good spot for that Texans offense at home. Reed could have a big game, but also there is risk. He might not. Might be a different receiver like Dobbs or somebody else. So just go Diggs. Dazzle is also saying his questions are disappearing. Not sure. We can try it again.
Disappearing? What?
Well, he says, I don't know where my questions are going. I don't know. William Gonzalez. JSN or Flowers? It's got to be Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers.
The Joel Bear with another one. Thinking of starting Keenan over Terry either way.
Yeah, I mean, Keenan's safer. Keenan's safer if you want to go for it. I don't love Keenan this week, but it's not a terrible spot for him.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. Keenan is fine. I mean, he should do something. He does have touchdown upside, so sure, that's fine. You don't want to risk Terry. It's okay. Derek Gonzalez wants to know if you trade Puka for Tyreek.
Yeah, I'll still take Tyreek.
I mean, this is close, but I would still want Tyreek.
Yeah, we got about. I don't see Bird Talk anywhere. We got about 15 minutes and a lot of questions, so we might need to go rapid fire here if we're gonna get this.
All right, guys, hang tight, buckle up. Arjun, Parshar, Stevenson or Tracy? It's
Stevenson.
Definitely Stevenson. A visit from Joe Montana. It needs two. Right. Reed, Brian Thomas, DJ Moore.
I'm benching DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's the first two. Next super chat is stupid spam bots. Wendell, Asturias, 10-man, Ferguson or Njoku?
Njoku.
Definitely Njoku here. Hockey Nation dropped the super chat. Don't see a question. So Hockey Nation, hang tight. We'll look for it. But we're going to have to keep moving. So let's do Coop Cobain. All right. HN or JT or Dobbins, who are you sitting?
I'm sitting Dobbins.
Yeah, I like Dobbins, but you got to start the other two. All right, here's Hockey Nation. Deebo, Moore, McLaurin to start.
Deebo's my start.
Deebo, yes. Victor Mendoza, tight end receiver league, pick 2, Bowers, BTJ, Pickens.
Man, can I really flex Bowers over BTJ or Pickens? I don't think so. I think I'm going BTJ and Pickens.
Man, it's the Chiefs. That's the thing. It's not a great matchup. So let's go BTJ and Pickens. I might pick Bauer sometimes, but not this week. Bailey Newton, start one. Naji, Pop, or D-Hop?
I'm going to go Pop slightly over D-Hop.
Still like Pop. Dino G. Coleman, Kirk, or one of those guys in the waivers? I don't think so. That's him.
No, I'm just going to go Kirk.
Yeah, go Kirk. None of those guys are worth it. Ramon Castellanos, 2 flex, Jacoby, Douglas, Wandale.
I'm going to go Jacoby and Douglas.
Yeah, can't feel too great about Wandale's upside. So it's the first 2. Paul Antioch needs 2. Pitman, Lockett, Jacoby, or Ridley.
I'm going to go Lockett and Jacoby.
Yeah. Ryder Jason.
I think Jeez, McBride. I don't know. JSN. McBride. I don't know. Oh, this is half PPR. I have McBride.
D-Rock will.
I'm actually gonna go Kittle and Rashad White here. I am gonna go Kittle. Kittle could have a big week.
It's going like absolutely insane.
Yeah. The holder I tried to trade for a running back. You got Walker, Etienne, Bigsby. I mean, you definitely need a running back. St. Brown, Wilson, Reed, Deebo. Yeah, trade one of those. Try to trade one of those wide receivers or tight ends, or package one of those wide receivers and tight end for running back if you can.
All right, this is good to John Wickering again. Thank you again,
Wow,
John.
thank you, John. Gee.
He said he's going with what we've said. Started 4-0, lost the last 32 advice from another streamer who shall not be mentioned.
Oh.
We don't know who it is. So,
yeah,
all right, appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know what else we can say. Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate thank you. Let's hopefully you get that win this week. Hopefully we steer you in the right direction. That's our goal. That is our goal.
All right. Thank you, John. Let's get to Bailey Newton again. Interested in a team rating.
Oh man. Okay.
Daniels
it doesn't say how many team. If it's a 12-teamer, I mean Wilson, Jacob, Wilson, Cup, McBride, Andrews, Naji. If it's like a 12-teamer, I think it's like a. Yeah, we don't really have time to dive into this.
An 8.25.
Yeah. Yeah, like an 8. If it's a 10-teamer, maybe like a 7.5.
You have a good starting lineup, good pickups on the bench. Maybe you can swing McBride while people still think he's a stud in fantasy and just go with Andrews and maybe improve your depth at receiver. Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going. Make sure we try to get everybody in before the kickoff. Jesse De Leon, Bigsby, BTJ Pickens, pick one.
I'm going to go Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas it is. Jedi Koff, Diggs, Pickens, or Reed. It's going to say Diggs. You got to
Diggs. It's going to be hard to sit Diggs this week.
Piercing by James Stamfly. Neighbors or Waddle?
Neighbors still a must start for me until further notice.
Yeah, neighbors here. Ben Howerton. DK's out. Ray Davis, Keon Coleman, Ricky Pearsall, or Bateman.
Let's just gamble on Bateman.
Yeah, Bateman's fine. Rick the Ruler, Bateman or Douglas?
Half PPR, I'll go Bateman in half.
Yeah, I guess so. R. George has a super chat. Don't see the question. So R. George, we're going to keep moving until we see it. Make sure we get to everybody else as well. Marcus Berkey, J.K. Dobbins or James Conner?
Like them both, but I think you got to go Conner here. And we did just get word that Jaylen Daniels is starting.
Nice. All right. Well, that definitely helps those questions. Let's keep going. Ryan Dix got the membership. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you for being a Hurricanes fan. Not the massacre I was hoping for last night, but at least we won big enough. Daniel Ivan, Pitman, Keenan, or Warren at the flex?
I'll just go Keenan Allen here.
Yeah, Keenan's fine. Croza, emergency RB2, Johnson, Allen, Kimani Vidal, Ray Davis. Is that Dearness Johnson? Ugh.
I don't mind Dearness Johnson because if this turns into if they have to throw a lot, it's him. So I'm going to go Dearness Johnson. I mean, you can't really start these other guys.
Yeah, exactly. I guess he gets you something. I actually did start Dearness Johnson in a league last week somewhere.
Got you 10.
Yeah. Ricardo Andrade. Thank you, Ricardo, again. I don't see your question. Oh, here it is. If I'm going to pick up lad, he's saying he might trade Chuba and Dobbs for Jaden Reed.
Yeah. I'd probably take Jaden Reed still.
I think that's fine. You can do that. Tris, Dak or May?
Dak.
Yeah, got to go Dak. Carlos, 369. Wandale, Pearsall, Tillman, or a Bucks receiver? Go Tillman for upside?
Yeah, Tillman for upside against the Ravens.
Right. Okay, next is R. George. Here it is. Start one. QB, one tight end. Ooh, Anthony Richardson or Russ Wilson?
Russ. I'm not starting Anthony Richardson, and I still got to go McBride over Kraft.
Yeah, Russ and McBride. Deebo, GSD. Bateman or McConkey?
I'm going Lad here.
Yes, go Lad McConkey. Cobain,
we did
Dobbins,
we did this
JT
one.
We already did that one.
Yeah, sitting
All right,
Dobbins.
Sitting Dobbins. Reptiles, Miami.
All right.
Keenan, Pitman, Tank, or McMillan?
Well, I assume these are wide receivers, so I'm going to assume that's Tank Dell. I'm going Tank Dell. If it's Tank Bigsby, I'm going to go Keenan.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's Tank Dell. I'll say Tank Dell. Jim Bob, Tank Dell, or Garrett Wilson?
I do like Dell, but he's risky. I might go Garrett Wilson over Tank Dell.
I think I'm going to go Tank Dell here, but this is close. Theodore Ryan, Warren, or Irving?
Just give me Irving.
Yeah, no upside.
And give me Lockett over McMillan.
Yep. We don't really project points. We just think who's the better call. Lockett and Irving it is. Tiffany Fuller, Wicks, Watson, Papa, Dunze, or Shepard in half.
I think I'm still going Pop here, even in half PPR.
Yeah, Pop should give you a decent floor. Dion has Baker Mayfield, Cousins on the waiver wire. I would go Cousins.
I would go Cousins. Yeah, I would go Cousins.
Yeah, Russ is fine. Nix is okay, but Cousins seems like the smartest one here. Chef Rames. Can Keenan be your playoff flex?
He could. We'll see.
He could. I mean, yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. You can flex him this week. Not like the best, but he's good enough. Ryan Darwan, need to flex Hopkins, Naji, Bucky, Bateman, Harrison.
I got to go Harrison over these guys.
Yeah. Sammy, McMillan or Pearsall?
Here I'll gamble on McMillan.
Right. Don't think Pearsall's getting enough targets, so try McMillan. Phil Ciortino, Cousins or Rodgers?
I'm going to go Cousins, and I'm going to go Tolbert at flex.
Or pick up Cedric Tillman. It's close, but I would go Tolbert, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next one is Lex Dad, Dobbs, Brown, Tank or Tank?
I'm going Tank Dell.
Yes. Go Tank Dell. Juan Vargas. 10-man. Gibbs, Kamara. Choose a flex. Dobbins, Hubbard, Bigsby, Bucky, or Hopkins. Dobbins it is. Tay needs one. Coleman, Douglas, Myers.
Douglas. Yeah, I'm going Douglas.
Ralphie. Pearsall or
D-Hop. I'm going D-Hop and Zay Flowers.
Swift, Smith. Which Smith is that? Devontae Smith?
Probably.
Yeah, I would still go Zay Flowers. I like Devontae Smith, but we'll give the edge to Zay. Hockey Nation, again, Deebo, Moore, McLaurin, start 2.
I'm going Deebo and DJ Moore, even with JD back.
Yes, still a tough matchup, so Deebo and Moore. Lindsey Clark, welcome back, Lindsey. Got the membership just recently. 2 or Cousins?
Cousins.
Gonna have to say
got
Cousins.
4 minutes. We got 4 minutes.
JCR melts. Deebo over DJ Moore or Amari?
DJ Moore. Deebo over DJ Moore.
Yeah. Cali Kid needs one. Tank or Naji? I guess Bigsby.
Naji, assuming that's Tank Bigsby since it's a running back question.
Is Deontay droppable? No. Just hold on in case he gets traded.
Hold in case he gets traded.
Ash. Abukud. Dell or
Flowers.
Oh, or Flowers. Yeah.
I'm going
Say
Flowers.
Dell, but let's go Flowers here. Let's go to Daniel Hart. Ladd or Tolbert?
I think you still got to go Ladd.
Close, but Ladd should get you better floor at least. Bandeezy, which quarterback?
Oh, JD, now that he's starting.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have time to read the questions. We might just have to answer.
Rico Baptiste.
I'm benching Madison.
All right. Let's see. Keith Vines. Oh, and he switches here.
Caleb London, Legette's in your lineup? Yeah, I'll put. I might just put Chuba in over Legette if you can. I don't know. Move. You really don't have anybody.
Yeah, I don't.
I might put Downs in over Legette and just hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't play Legette.
Theodore Ryan, Warner. Well, we already did this.
Yeah, we did this.
All right, so we had said Bucky and Lockett. Jordan has Laporta. Ertz is on waivers. Would you go Ertz over Laporta?
Yep.
Keith Vines, is Odell Beckham worth a look?
And no.
Even I can say no to that. Rob Workout, drop the chat. I don't see the question, Rob. So we'll see if we find one. Oh, wait, never mind. Here we go. Ray Davis or Braylon Allen?
I guess Braylon Allen. I don't know. Neither.
You don't really want to start either, but if you have to, just go Allen. All balls.
B-Rob.
B-Rob over Bigsby. There you go. Ivan Garcia again. Olave or Pittman?
I'll just go Pitman.
Yeah, I guess so. Glenn White, Olave or Pop?
Pop.
And Eckler over
and I'll go Eckler over Dearness.
All right. Felix Tav. Which three? Della Worthy, Chubb, Shakir, or Mooney?
Dell, Mooney, Shakir.
Assuming it's PPR. James Jones. Who to flex?
Rashad White. Goff, Gino, and AR. Yes, it's safe to drop AR even in 2 QB, I think.
Yeah. It's tough, but you can. All right, stupid spam bots. G. Medina, another Cowboys fan. Devontae Smith or Rashad White? I like White, but you got to go Smith, right?
Smith, yeah, Smith.
J.R. Carbonell, Murray or Kirk Cousins?
I'm still going Murray, but I guess if you want to go Kirk, it's fine. And I'm going BTJ at flex.
I would go Kirk, but it's close. And then BTJ definitely in the flex. What's up, Diego? Diego Lujano, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, Javonte, Naji, Cook, Mason, Terry, Flowers, Pickens, Harrison.
Cook, Mason, Flowers, Pickens.
There you go. Got that. Evan Parashink, Zay or Olave?
Zay, definitely Zay.
Yes, definitely Zay here. And then let's see. Edgardo Cuellar.
Deebo.
Benny Black. Kyler
JD.
Juan Sacedo. Don't see the question. We're going to have to keep going. Oh, here we go. Pick 3. Madison, Downs, D-Hop, Bateman, Pearsall.
D-Hop, Bateman, and I guess Madison.
Yeah, don't love it. But with these choices, you might as well. Joe Estrada. Thank you, Joe. Let's see if we find a question here. All right. Boomer wants to know Love or JD. Just go Love.
I might just go Love actually here and just play it safe.
Yeah. All right. Joe Estrada, Lad or MHJ?
I think I still got to go MHJ.
Yeah. Crouch. Start 3.
Bijan, Gibbs, Achan.
Yes.
Keith Vines, I see your question. Yep, I would start Lockett over Downs.
And then we have Servando Ceballos with a super sticker. Thank you, Servando. Let's see if we can get to it. If you have a question, I don't know if you see something. I don't, but we'll keep looking.
Right here. Full PPR, DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Chubb, or Waddle.
Oh, there it is. Pick 1. Waddle. Okay. Somehow we technically, I think, made it. Is kickoff already underway?
Maybe not. Yeah, it's kickoff. Hopefully, Keith, if you heard me, if you can get Lockett, play him over Downs. Definitely get Lockett over Downs for the last one there.
All right. We're caught up. Thank you, everybody, for being on here, for all the questions. Hopefully, we helped you out. And if so, help us out. Hit the like, subscribe, put notifications on. We are live almost every single day of the week for you, and videos every single day, sometimes more than one a day. So you want to know when those drop, because we get our information out as soon as possible before those other channels do. And with a little different angle, try to think ahead of the game, get you guys to have a big, hopefully, advantage over your competition. Yeah. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you tomorrow.